son.
State of Michigan, 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins presiding. While court is in session, there will be no smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, and or laying down. I will ask that if you have on any hats or hoodies, that you please remove them unless due to religious practices. Thank you, everyone. Good morning to Judge. Good morning to everyone.
All right, good morning, everyone. Do the best I can, get you out of here fast and efficiently as possible. And I'm going to try to take you out to get you out in order that you came in. We're going to start with the city of Detroit. Oh, I'm sorry. Whenever you're ready. All right. We're going to start with the city of Detroit versus Mark Lochai, case number B503-60724. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Applebaum.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alan Applebaum appearing on behalf of the defendant who's trying to zoom in. He's texting me but having difficulty.
All right, I'm going to waive the client's presence. You're retained, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Just seeking a trial date, is that correct?
Please, we're close to getting the business license. We're right there.
9/24/2024, 9 a.m., all right?
9 a.m., Your Honor. Thank you. Have a good holiday weekend.
City of Detroit versus Eric Jalil Jordan Ligon. Case number SP135-69671, SP128-21791, and SP146-23001. Appears for the, may state your name for the record, please.
Eric Ligon Joy.
Today is the date and time set for review. Just want to look at something. I see you made some payments.
Yeah.
SP128-21791. You still owe $85.
Yeah.
SP135-69671. It says you owe $65. But I don't know why. I don't know if you just didn't complete paying it or not.
No, the dib thing, it give you an option between like paying a certain amount on your ticket. It don't make you pay the whole amount. It takes whatever you put in there. Like if you put a certain amount, it'll take it. Like the improper plate for $240, I paid $175 on it, and that one left like $65 left on there. You get what I'm saying? You make payment.
Okay. So let me look up this last one here. This last one here, it doesn't appear that you ever got any fine on this one.
How you doing, sir?
Hold on one second, please. It doesn't appear that you ever got a fine. It says dismiss upon payment, but there was never a fine entered into that one. It's an allowance, so that's gonna be another $240.
I think I know what you're talking about because I think I only seen 3 of them on there, and I'm pretty sure you did say four of them last time.
When will you have them all paid off?
I should have the rest of them. I should have them all paid off by the end of this month now. So I'm not like I only got a balance of $215 now. I could pay that by next week. I just how
You got this additional $240.
Oh, additional $240.
Yeah, for SP 146230001. You pled to that on the 24th. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. I think we need to kind of look at this record. S. Dixon took the record. To make sure we're not, let me see the file. Let me see the file, what I wrote to make sure. Dismiss. Yes, it's another $240. I got it written here that it was not written in the computer.
Okay,
so on the 21st, when you took the plea, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cases dismissed. You pled to 2 allowings, 240, and then a 135. So, that's on this one. Why is it? It's on this one, right? No, it's not. No, it's not. All right. So I'm going to hold you to that additional 240 as well. I'm going to give you 30 more days to make sure this is completely paid off.
All right. I appreciate it, Your Honor.
All right. If there's nothing further, sir, come back on August 5th, 2024, so we can close this stuff out. All right.
All right. Yes, sir, man.
Have a good day. Best of luck to you. August 5th. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Sasako Lasana. Case number U69286624. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lasaka.
All right, state your name again, sir. Good morning to you. Mr. Lasana?
Yeah, Lasana Sisako.
Okay. This is date and time set for a pre-trial in the matter. I have a copy of the ticket here, Mr. Berry. Is this the vending without license ticket?
That's correct.
All right. You have an absolute right to a trial, sir. The fine will be $240. We'll give you we'll dismiss upon payment. Let me put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry, have a conversation with him. That's the attorney. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, all right?
Okay, no problem. The only issue I have because the police officers who
just talk to the lawyer, okay? Pass the matter. Love, this is the city of Detroit versus Emmanuel James Love Jr., case number SP 1561734, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1563547 Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Pauline Sorogi on behalf of Mr. Love.
Mr. Love, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Emmanuel Love Jr.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. The offer, as it's written right now, Mr. Love, is leading to delayed sentence on the minor in possession of tobacco. I'll give you a one-time dismissal of the for $240, but you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, have a conversation with Ms. Soroki, and she can advise. All right.
Oh. Okay.
Well, join the room, please. Let's pass the matter on the Nitro 55A. Good morning to you. What is your name, please? Nitro 55A, you're gonna have to put some more clothes on. What's your name?
Shalonda Good.
Say that again.
Shalonda Good.
Shalonda Good. All right, Miss Good, can you put some more clothes on, please?
Yes.
On the iPhone 132. Good morning to you. What's your name, please?
Hello, sir. It's Officer Easton. EASON. I'm here on Landrum.
Officer East, good morning. Let me put you in a breakout room with the city attorney. Good morning on the Vortex HD 65 plus. What's your name, please, ma'am? Vortex. HD. No, you're not on the Vortex. We already talked this good. Vortex HD 65 plus. The lady that's looking into the camera with the glasses.
Oh, Kimberly House. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Good morning to you. Sorry. Kimberly Housekeeping.
Correct.
Matter set for trial today. We're going to give the officers a half-hour grace period from 9 o'clock. If they don't show by 9:30, we'll get you out of here. If they show within that time, we'll get you an offer and we will get you an opportunity to speak with the lawyer, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Robinson, good morning to you. morning to Mr. Gatson. Good morning to Mr. Loka. Good morning to Green. And good morning to Gardner.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Judge.
Mr. LaRocca, your matter scheduled for trial is the same. Officer, a half-hour grace period from 9 o'clock, 9:30. If they don't show, we'll get you out of here. If they show, then we'll get you an offer and an opportunity to speak with the lawyer, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Well. Williams 104, good morning to you. Can you state your name, please?
Simone Williams.
Simone Williams, are you an officer?
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you, Officer Williams. We'll put you in a breakout room with the city attorney. You can wait on her, have a conversation. Who's your defendant?
Delonzo Greer.
Greer, okay. Back on the record, Mr. Lasanas.
Yes.
Being that I serve as strict counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, the defendant wishes to enter a plea to the charge.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, yes, sir. I agree to pay.
You raise your right hand, please.
Yeah.
Do you swear more firm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
I'm sorry.
Do you understand the maximum possible penalty is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Okay, he agreed to pay the $240 fine.
You have to answer these questions first, sir. Do you understand that the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding.
Right,
Your Honor.
We'll put you back in the breakout room with Mr. Berry. Make sure you go over his advice or rights and he understands them. All right, Mr. Berry? Rejoin the room, Mr. Lasana.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Love. Mr. Love, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client's going to accept the plea agreement to the delayed sentence, and I just want to confirm with the court. I've looked the ordinance up, or at least under state law, and a first offense penalty would be not more than $100.
Is it a misdemeanor?
Yes. I never really realized in 2022 they made the age 21 again to buy cigarettes. So this is I had to take a minute and look it up.
$100. What's the fine? How does it break down? You're still going to be charged the cost, and in the 240 that includes all the state costs and stuff like that. So what is the fine usually when you factor in the 240 with all the other related costs and fees? So then you add all the other fees and it comes to 240, right?
Well, normally the fine is the acronym that I use and all the charges. The mandatory fees.
$190 mandatory fees.
Yes.
So it's still going to be the 240. Understood? So the fine is less than 240, includes all of the mandatory fees of up to $190 of mandatory fees, and then the fine is like $60, I guess. You understand that? Or $50?
Yes.
You understand, Mr. Love? You still want to take the deal?
You'll get time to pay.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Ms. Soroki went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to April the 21st, 2024, around 1 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Cashew and Warren. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
I'm sorry, what you say?
City of Detroit on April 21st, 2024 at around 1 a.m. Or in the area of Cashew and Warren. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Observed with defective brake light middle and in possession of tobacco and marijuana. On that date and time, were you in possession of, which one is it, tobacco or marijuana he's pleading to?
It's tobacco. It's not a marijuana charge, is it?
It is a marijuana charge on here as well.
Well, I don't have that on the docket, so I didn't see that. I thought that the offer was.
Yeah, the offer, he can plead to the tobacco. Did you have some tobacco on you, sir?
Yes.
What did you have?
Some Swisher Sweet Leafs, I believe.
Swisher Sweet Leafs.
Yes.
Did it have tobacco inside those leaves?
Yeah, it was unopened box.
Oh. And they're already rolled up into cigarettes? Who is
Yeah.
that on the iPhone? Hold on a second. Is it sir on the iPhone? Are you in my court? Do you have a shirt on? Yeah, he does. All right. And I guess you're gonna, well, whatever you're gonna do with it. It had tobacco and you've already checked the statute. These can't be in possession of tobacco under the age of 21, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So I'm gonna find your client guilty as charged. I'm going to order you to pay $240. I'll dismiss upon payment. Stipulates the probable cause will dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Love.
On the docket, though, there are 2 duplicate tickets, like 471's listed twice.
I looked it up and printed it. I don't think that that's going to matter. It's gonna close itself out. If it is on there. I don't even see love on the docket. On my docket, it's only one. 471 is listed twice. The other one was a defective break. The other one was supposed to be count 2. Having marijuana.
Okay, well, we're good with the offer. I just wanted to clear the record.
All right. When can you pay this $240, sir? Mr. Love?
Oh, when can I?
Yes.
Not sure, like probably 30 days.
Are you working, sir?
Not at the moment.
Are you in school?
Not at the moment either.
Or did you finish high school, or are you still in high school?
Oh, yeah, I finished high school.
And when did you finish high school?
2023.
All right, and why aren't you working? What are you doing with yourself?
Looking into plumbing, apprenticeship, starting that. Then looking into probably going to college for experience and new stuff.
Have you gone to the local plumbers union?
I got a plug in with my uncle. He knows someone about with the plumbing, and I was gonna talk to him about it to get into the apprenticeship.
Why don't you go up to the local plumbers union and call them up?
All right.
They'll start out at $30 an hour, I think, or somewhere in that neighborhood to be an apprentice. So have you back on August the 5th, 2024. If it's paid, we'll dismiss the case, okay?
Okay.
Have a good day, sir. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. You too.
This is the city of Detroit, Mississippi. This is Shalonda Iola Good. Case number SP 112204441, SP 1426078, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1428496, counts 1. SP 1521268, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Sorokin, on behalf of Ms. Good.
Ms. Good, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Shalonda Iola Good.
To you, today is date time set for an arraignment on the warrant.
We'll be waiving the formal reading of the information and standing mute to the charges, Your Honor. Asking any answer.
William or not guilty plea on your client's behalf will give her a $0 bond. Ms. Good, do you have stable housing, ma'am?
Yeah.
You have, do you need some drug treatment?
I'm already on probation, so they already giving that to me.
I want you to speak with my drug treatment court, all right?
Okay.
All right, let's get drug treatment court here. Just give me a minute to get them online. They're gonna talk and discuss our program. Let them know that you're on probation already, but I want you to at least talk to them, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Your Honor, I need Mr. Lozano back in the breakout room.
Mr. Lozano, rejoin the room, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's pass the matter. And let's go with Lee. Is Lee for Ms. Robinson? I don't have Dejan Lee here.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, Your Honor.
iPhone, okay. Ms. Robinson, are you ready on Lee?
I'm here, Judge.
All right, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
City of Detroit versus Dejan Marcel Lee. Case number, excuse me, SP 138-62742, SP 143-01922, SP 152-63651, SP 1545528, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 15676811, 237478841. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Sarah Robinson, P63181 for Mr. Dejan Lee. Sir, please state your name.
Dejan Marcel Lee.
Today is a time set for a pretrial. I see a no insurance proof, $240. That's affecting your client's ability to get a license. If in fact that's what he wants to do, pretty much that's it. Offer as it stands right now for Mr. Lee is pleading no offer on the giving false info. 240. Expired plate. 145. Misdemeanor. And failure to display. 240. Other counts dismissed. You have an absolute right to a trial. What would your client like to do, Ms.
Judge, yes, sir. We'd like either an additional pretrial or bench trial, whatever the court is inclined to set.
Let's give a bench trial.
Yes, sir.
Let's give a bench trial on the 24th of September. Okay, Mr. Lee. Now you want me to put you in a breakout room so you guys can get acquainted?
We've already talked, Judge.
All right. Anything further?
No.
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lee, if there's nothing further, have a very good day. And Ms. Robinson, I'll see you later Best of luck
Thank
to you
you.
both.
Your Honor, Mr. Lozano does not return to the breakout room.
All right, you have to go back in the breakout room, Mr. Lozano.
Thank you, Your Honor. Let's see the link. I did not receive any link.
It should still be there. I'm gonna repopulate it for you.
Thank you.
He's in there.
All right.
Good morning, Officer Ireton.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Is Tony Gatson here?
Yes.
Tanya Gatson, I'm sorry.
How you doing? And I want to apologize for that background picture of my son. I'm at work. I don't know how to get it off the back of it.
I don't think it's anything to apologize about that.
Oh, okay. How you doing this morning? I'm at work. I just had to find an area to come in.
I'm well. How about yourself?
Good. Ready to go
I
home
see.
already.
I am too, but we gotta do what we gotta do, right?
Yeah, that's true. Gotta take
City
care
of
of the patient.
Detroit versus Tanya Marie Gatson, case number SP 157904661, SP 1579059, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki, on behalf of Ms. Gatson.
Hi, how you doing this morning?
Just as happy as can be, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I love being around my patients at work.
Ms. Gatson, state your name for the record, please.
Tanya Maria Gatson.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a show cause. Ms. Soroki, go ahead.
Waive the formal reading the information and stand mute to the charges, Your Honor.
Or not guilty plea on your client's behalf will give your client a $0 bond. Offer needs to be updated. It's a disregard the red signal needs to be added to the 2 charges. Do you have a valid license and insurance, Ms. Gatson?
Okay, yes, I plan on working on that. I'm planning on working on that probably next month, but I'm going to work on it. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't.
And you say, how long is it going to take you to get one?
I got to clear the tickets with Detroit, and I'm trying to see if I could be on a payment plan, but
it doesn't appear that you have anything here in Detroit that you need to clear up before you get a license.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just want to make sure. Okay.
What about any other jurisdictions? Do you have tickets in?
The last one I know, I believe it was maybe Dearborn.
All right, so you need to go to Secretary of State and check that out. I'm going to set a pretrial date for you on September the 9th. Come back on September the 9th, 2024 for a pretrial at 8:30. That's your time to first go to the Secretary of State. You may get surprised and they may give you a license. If not, ask them for a printout if they give you the license, and they should be able to tell you everything that is affecting your license, okay?
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. I didn't know that. I appreciate that.
Best of luck to you, man. Have a very good day, okay?
Okay, you too. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna get you going on this one, Ms. Soroki. City of Detroit versus Kimberly House, case number B13201323. B13201322. SP 1013956, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 101400721. B12118721. B12118821. Let's make sure. Appearances for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki, on behalf of Ms. Ozentowski.
All right, Ms. Ozentowski, state your name for the record, please.
Kimberly Ann Ozentowski.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Well, I think I may have started this a little prematurely, Ms. Soroki. It's not 9:30 yet. We have 20 more minutes. but I'm going to let you speak to Ms. Ozentowski, and you can just get prepared if necessary. We do have Investigator Hopkins here, so we would just be waiting on and giving Officer Kimberly Wright time to check in, okay?
Okay.
But in the meantime, speak to Ms. Ozentowski, and the offers in the file, and then we'll go from there, all right?
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. May I have privileges in case I need to come out and go back in and?
Thought you had them already, all right.
No.
All right, join the breakout room, Ms. Ozentowski. Talk to Ms. Soroki.
Yes.
All right, let's go past that matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lasana. Are we ready now?
Yes,
Ready,
yes, Your Honor.
Now, we already swore you in. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes.
I'll be back.
You understand those rights?
Hello? I'm sorry?
Did you understand those rights?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
Yeah, the question I have is because after they confiscated my stuff, they didn't give me no report, any report at all about
Well, they gave you a ticket.
Yeah, they give me a ticket, and they didn't give me no they didn't give me no warning. They give me a ticket. After the ticket, they confiscate my stuff. And then ask them for report. They didn't give me. They said no. When they get the station, they will send me. They never send me the report.
The ticket is the report, essentially. The ticket is going to serve as whatever kind of, the information is on the ticket.
No inventory on the ticket.
It is inventory on the ticket. 1,000 glasses, 167 bottles of fragrance. 18 bags, 12 boxes of shoes, 1 ship for card scam. Confiscate.
That didn't send me that report. I don't have it.
You don't have this ticket?
No, I never received it. They didn't send it me.
So what do you want to do? What does your client want to do, Mr. Berry? Did you talk to Mr.
I agreed to plead guilty to pay the ticket, but I'm asking how I can get those stuff back.
Oh, I don't know how you're going to get those stuff back. I don't know that. You're going to have to you're going to have to hire your own lawyer for that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, no problem, yeah.
All right. So, do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know that by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes, Your Honor.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Now, let me draw your attention back to April the 25th, 2024, around 3:25 p.m., City of Detroit, in the area of Grand River and Cash Street. Were you in that area around that date and time?
That's correct.
And did you have were you out there vending, sir?
Yes, I was there for the special event, and then a lot the majority of the staff was back there already, because I set up like 30 minutes and then they come over.
Okay, so you didn't have the proper license to sell your goods in the city of Detroit, did you?
No, I didn't have it because I don't live there. We went for the special event. I didn't know.
Okay, so I find them guilty as charged $240 fine, I'll dismiss upon payment. When can you pay it?
Okay, I can pay in 2 weeks because I'm out of state right now for the event. So when I'm back, so I can pay it.
All right, I'm gonna have you back in 2 weeks. Come back on can
I ask question?
Yeah.
There is a possibility that I can pay now with my card.
It is.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna pay, I'd rather you pay at the kiosk and did that. You say you're coming back, or you'd pay down here at the court. When you pay online, it takes a long time for it to go through. But if you pay it today, then I'm gonna give you 30 days. Come back August the 5th, 2024 at 8:25. If it's paid, we'll dismiss the case. And about your stuff, I just don't know what they do with that stuff. You know, I don't know what they do with that stuff. You'll have to inquire either with the city police who wrote you the ticket, or with the or with an attorney of your own to see if you can get your stuff back.
Okay, I'll do that because it took me 15 years to work in that with me and my family depending on it. And what they say, what the cop says when they confiscated, so I have every recording and images and everything. But what they say, and when I went to them and they say something different, they said they would never return those items back. Which I don't know that.
I don't know that they will or not. I don't know. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you're going to get your stuff back. I'm saying I don't know what they do with that stuff. I don't know what they do. Yeah.
For them, what they say the judge has to give you the permission, give us permission in order us to return your stuff. That's what they said. I have it on record.
Well, I can say this. If they're not saying that any of this stuff is counterfeit or anything, and they just took your stuff because you didn't have a vending license, then I wouldn't have a problem signing an order for you to get your stuff back. But I have to be presented with that, you know, and you'll have to either draft that order yourself or get an attorney and to look into that. I don't want to see you waste 15 years of work just because you didn't have a vending license.
Thank you so much, Joanna. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good day.
Yeah, you too. You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Loka is here, and I think I just saw the officer for Loka to come in. So let's do that. City of Detroit versus Michael Joseph LaRocca. Case number, or is it LaRocca?
No, it's LaRocca. You had it right, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning to you. Case number SP 1538531. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. LaRocca.
Michael Joseph LaRocca.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a trial. P.O. Johnson is here. I'm trying to pull him out the breakout room. It's really the offer is going to be pleading as charged, $240 fine. We'll dismiss upon payment, but I guess this is a fact specific type of case. And I'll let you speak with Mr. Berry. And you know, they have they got some things to prove here. They want to find you guilty. So go ahead and speak to Mr. Berry and let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Let me see if there's a copy of the ticket, Mr. Berry, to give you a little bit of guidance. It says nothing but the allowing. That's all it says, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, Officer Johnson, can you put your appearance on the record for Michael LaRocca, please?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Robert Johnson, badge number 783, Detroit Police Department.
All right, good morning to you. I'm going to let him speak to his counsel, and then we'll see where this goes, all right? All right. Pass that matter. So are we still waiting on some officers for us and housekeeping, correct?
Yes, and I need to speak with Miss Mason regarding that also, so.
All right. Well, all right, let's see. Let's go ahead and see if we can handle some more in the meantime. Whatever happened with Miss Good? Who was on Miss Good's case? Oh, we're waiting on a drug treatment report. Let's wait on drug treatment report. All right. Let's move on down to Cartavian Daryl Green. You there, Mr. Green?
Yes, sir.
All right, Miss Good, I got case manager Harris coming in. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Miss Good, with case manager Harris. Have a conversation with her. And good morning to you, case manager Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I have Miss Good here, Shalanda Good, and I saw some things. I'm the one that requested you down. I wanted you to have a conversation with Miss Good based on the nature of the allegations that they have here in the file, and Miss Good was willing to talk to you. So why don't you go in the breakout room and explain to Miss Good about the program? She did indicate that she is on probation with another court. I don't know what those charges are, but I just want Miss Good to be able to have an opportunity to speak to you to see if she needs the resources that we have here at the court, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Miss Good, join the room, please.
I'm sorry, housebreaking matter, Judge. This is the prosecutor. Does Attorney Soroki want to see me?
Yeah, if you're available, can go in room 4 for a minute.
Okay.
The gentleman on the, I'm gonna put him out, see if we can get him back in. I'm sending him a message. He has never connected to audio here on the Samsung. Hopefully this gets him to connect to audio. Miss España? España?
Yes, sir.
Buenos dias, necesito interpreter.
Yes, sir. Please.
All right, can we get an interpreter, please? Miss Mathis? Special request. I got her special request. I got Mrs. Mason's special request. I don't think you got a special request. Can you read? What about you? Good morning to you. You seen Mr. Hicks any lately? All right. I've been looking out for him. Every time I walk out, I look and talk about it, you know. But I do that anyway. Clyde.
Yes.
I imagine you're not the Glide. So what's your last name?
Lynch.
Lynch. Lynch. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How old are you?
51, 52, one of them. I don't know.
That doesn't mean you couldn't glide back in the day. I don't know.
No, I don't keep count of that stuff since I've been 12. So I know 51, 52, one of them.
No, I'm saying, you know Clyde the Glide Drexler, right?
Oh yeah.
So I said, I know you're not the Glide, but that doesn't mean you couldn't glide back in the day.
Nah, elementary school they were saying that, but that was it.
All right, let's go. Let's go back on the record with Loka. Let's giving you an opportunity to speak to Mr. Berry in the breakout room. Mr. Berry, what's Mr. LaRocca gonna do?
Participate in the trial, Your Honor.
Participate in the trial. Go to the breakout room 4 with Miss Mason and let her know that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Mason? Where did she go? All right, let's pass it. So let's pass it momentarily. She's in there talking to an officer. You resolve the dog cases? Miss Sorok, or she's in there talking to her client. Morning, Corporal Spidell. Good morning to you. Good morning, Delonzo Greer.
He's the weird bro.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I said some of our dogs and everybody jumped up.
I didn't even see that box over.
You did?
Dad said no.
I try to stay consistent. It was Thursday, Thursday, right? I try to do once a week.
I got that raisin.
That was Miss Mathis.
Which one did you give this?
She missed out again, didn't she?
Yeah.
All right, let's
Here.
How was it?
I will.
That was delicious.
It was good.
Dang, and she threw it in your face. That's the best raisin donut she ever had in her life.
Which one do you have now?
You know what?
Y'all gonna get me in trouble. These people want to get on with their lives and we're talking about donuts, right? All right, let's go with Miss Ozentowski. Let's go back on the record with Miss Ozentowski. I have a few more minutes, 1 more minute or so for this officer to show for these other matters. Investigator Hopkins, can you put your appearance on the record, please? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Investigator Hoskins, badge number 44 with the City of Detroit Animal Control.
Very well. All right. Have we come to a resolution, at least in the dog cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What would that resolution be, Ms. Soroki?
The people have made an offer. My client would plead to the violation for having over 2 pets, and the other tickets are all being dismissed, and she would stipulate to probable cause regarding those dismissal matters.
How do you get a violation for having over 2 pets? Is that something I don't know about? Or is a lot of
No, she said that she has 3 cats and 1 dog, and at some point the law changed from having, I think, 4 to 2. I don't know when.
All right,
So
what do we know about that, Mr. Investigator Hoskins? That's all.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What is your understanding of the ordinance about having pets?
In September of 2020, the city limit was changed from 4 to 2. You're not allowed to have more than 2 animals of the same species over the age of 4 months at any single residence.
Whoa. That sounds kind of restrictive there, doesn't it?
Well, and then she had the pets. She had 3 cats prior to that law changing, so she has the same pets she had at that time.
So if I have 3 dogs, I'm in violation of the law?
That's correct.
Wow.
That's why people, good morning to you. That's why people need to vote and go to the legislator and stuff like that. If you want to change that, it's possible. I think that's kind of like, all right. And you want to plead to this, right, Ms. Ozentowski? What is this, having over 2 dogs or cats?
Yes.
What does the one do? What do you have to do? Did you get rid of them?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I guess I don't, want to ask you that and just try to implicate you on anything further, but it's like you have 3 dogs, or 2 cats and 2 dogs, and then the law changes in September 2020, correct? As you understand it, Investigator Hoskins, to only have 2 pets of the same species. So that would be, you could have 2 cats and 2 dogs, but you couldn't have 3 dogs, correct?
Correct.
And so what does one do if they've always had 3 dogs? And
There's a grandfather clause, but it's only if you had up to 4 dogs licensed prior to the law change in September 2020. Considering the non-compliance rate for dog licensing, almost no one is grandfathered in.
I was going to say that. No. All right, and we're past the time for any other officers to come in. Are any other officers here on Ozentowski, particularly Officer Kimberly Wright? So raise your right hand, Ms. Ozentowski. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Or you can put your hand down, please. Do you understand that the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to say 90 days for this because it's a city ordinance. 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, I do.
And Ms. Soroki went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, she did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I did.
Do you have any questions about it?
No, I don't.
By taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, are we only pleading to this one case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the other cases dismissed?
Correct, Your Honor.
And I'm going to take this under a delayed sentence. I'm going to dismiss this charge upon payment.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can she, she's under a illness, Your Honor, so can she have a little time to pay, please?
Absolutely. Let me draw your attention back to these tickets written all at the same time, investigator?
That's negative. 2 of them are from 2021.
Draw your attention back to August the 17th, 2023. At around 11 a.m. in the city of Detroit and on Tedford Street, did you own some dogs and cats on that date and time, ma'am?
I have only 1 dog and 3 cats. There are a couple strays that come around, but I do have them fixed. I did that trap and release with the cats out here in the neighborhood. When they come, I have trapped them and I have released them. But they don't stay here. There was 2 cats that was hanging around here, which belonged to a lady over on Runyon. She named them, but I told you, your cats hang out here, you're outdoors, and I've got them fixed. But right now they're no longer here. The guy next door has been sticking his dogs on my property and killed the cats. I've had the police here. So the 2 cats that were outside are no more longer here.
This ticket says 4 cats inside. Buddy, Baby Doll, Little Man, and I can't read the other name. Starts with an M, it appears. And 2 dogs. And 2 outside.
I have only 1 dog. I don't know where they got 2 dogs. I have never owned 2 dogs.
And 2 outside named Georgette and Big Daddy. Total of 6 cats.
No, they were the outside ones.
You have 4 of them yourself, right?
What's that?
You have Buddy, Baby Doll, Little Man, and another one that starts with an M?
Yeah, my cha-chas. The one older cat just passed away. So I'm 3 cats. And my 1 dog. I've only had 1 dog, sir.
Okay, so that still be in violation of the city ordinance. Yeah. So I'm gonna find you guilty as charged. I'm gonna fine you $240, and I'll dismiss upon payment. Stipulates the probable cause, will dismiss the other matters. Ms. Soroka.
So stipulated, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
And SB 101-3956, count 1, 2, and 3, and SB 101-40071, Officer Kimberly Wright. No response. I'll dismiss those on the court's own motion for no officer. What time do you need to pay this $240, Ms. Austin?
Okay, thank you. Can I pay it on the 3rd of next month when I get my check?
Yeah, 8/5. I'm gonna give you 30 days. August the 5th, 2024. Come on back. Pay it at any div that kiosk in the city of Detroit. I told you to div that app to your phone. Or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. I wish you the best of luck. I'm praying for you to get your health back in order, ma'am. And if there's nothing further, I'll see you back August the 5th. I'll dismiss the case if you've paid the fine, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Our Officer Hoskins, have a very good day. Be safe out there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Villarule.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And good morning to you. Can you state your name for the record and your qualifications, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Evelyn Villarule, certified court interpreter, number C3822.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly, accurately, and impartially interpret in a manner not before the court, not divulge confidential communication, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
I do, Your Honor.
You can put your hand. You know how long it took me to remember that first part? Couldn't believe it. Get over. All right. España. España.
Yes.
¿Es usted España?
Es Ospina.
Ospina. I'm sorry.
Ospina. Disculpe.
No.
Disculpe. City of Detroit versus Berta Alisia Ospina. Case number SD 153-8985, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Y llamamos el caso de la ciudad de Detroit versus Alisia Ospina, número de caso SP 153-8985, cargos 1, 2 y 3. Diga su nombre para que conste en el acta, por favor.
Berta Alicia Ospina.
Your
Berta
Honor.
Alisia Ospina.
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 Your Honor, Pauline Soroki on behalf of Miss Ospina.
Y su señoría, soy Pauline Soroki, aquí representando a la señora Ospina.
All right, Officer Johnson, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Y policía
Yes, Your Honor.
Johnson, ¿puede usted por favor decir su nombre para que conste en el acta? Sí, su señoría.
Yes, Your Honor. Officer Robert Johnson, badge number 783, Detroit Police Department.
Sí, soy Robert Johnson, representando el departamento de policía, chapa 783.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial. The offer, as it stands right now, pleading to the allowing $240 fine, improper plate, and then dismissing the no insurance. I'm going to wrap them both up with a $240 fine, and we'll dismiss upon payment. You have an absolute right to a trial, Ms. Ospina. I'm going to put you in a breakout room to speak with Ms. Soroki, please.
Bien, señora Ospina, así que este es el día, es la fecha que habíamos designado para tener la consulta previa al juicio. Hay una oferta para usted. Nos va a pasar a la privada para hablar de la oferta.
Ok.
Join the room, please. All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. LaRocca. Mr. Berry, oh, he's still in the breakout room. Miss Mason, can you go to breakout room 4 and speak to Mr. Berry about Mr. LaRocca, please? Let's go with this. Is Tiva Gibson here? I saw Tiva Gibson. I did see Tiva Gibson. They're not here now. What about Eugene Garrett? And then Orlando Graham. Reviews. Let's go back on the record. Well, let's wait. Let me ask you off the record, Miss Good. Is Miss Good there?
Yes.
How was your conversation with case manager Harris?
It was good. She said I do qualify for the program. But
would you like to get it? Okay, well, I'm sorry.
But I do need some time so that I can talk over with my probation officer too to make sure everything, you know.
I understand that. You don't. We don't want to be cumulative and adding on, piling on. We just want you to get the services, and I think that. Well. Let me say this: it's not my. It's somebody. The whole United States believes that our program is one of the best in the country. This Judge Holmes and Case Manager Harris and all the rest of the staff knew that this was a supreme job on what they do. And they've gotten recognition nationally with this program. If you want to go, if you want to do it, then we will most definitely give you an opportunity to speak to your probation officer before you make any commitment. And we'll give you an opportunity to come back and make that decision. You want to do that, Ms. Good?
Yeah.
All right, who's representing Ms. Good? Ms. Mason, did you speak with Mr. Berry?
Judge, I need to speak with my officer, Johnson, again.
Officer Johnson, I'm gonna put you guys in room 6.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Join the room and speak about Loka. Put their appearance on the record for you, Miss Good. Was it Mr. Berry or Miss Soroka? Miss Soroka. All right, we'll wait on Miss Soroka to come out.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, please. Okay, on this Samsung, you finally got connected to audio. I'm gonna ask you to unmute yourself and state your name, please.
Frederick Lane.
Good morning to you. You said Lane?
Yes.
Like Night Train Lane?
No, just Frederick Lane.
Frederick Lane. 8:45. Oh, Lane.
Yes, sir.
No Night Train Lane, no, don't you?
I hear you, Your Honor.
I said, you know Night Train Lane, don't you?
No.
You don't know Night Train Lane?
Night Train Lane.
Well, my name is Frederick Lane. I don't know where the night train came from.
No, the Night Train is Richard Lane. He was a pro football player. They call him Night Train Lane.
No, that's not me, Your Honor.
I thought your name was, I thought you said Lane.
What's up, girl?
I thought you said Lane instead of Lane. And I said Night Train Lane. Okay.
No, Your Honor. Frederick
My
Lane.
mistake. My mistake. All right. What's so funny?
I thought he was a jazz player.
Mr. Berry, you ought to know Night Train Lane.
I thought he played piano.
That's a football player, Mr. Berry. You didn't know that.
What can I say?
Oh, come on.
I'm old. I get confused.
You ain't old.
He's a Hall of Fame football player too. All right, where are we at, Mr. LaRocca? Are we on LaRocca?
We are on LaRocca, Your Honor. Per the prosecutor, this matter is to be dismissed.
Let's go. Well, wait, we can't do anything yet because we don't have
Greer.
So we don't have a court reporter. So yeah, so I'm not going to. I'm not the one that's holding things up right now.
Greer.
Ah,
I have you, Mr. Greer.
I'm all right this morning. How are you, Your Honor?
Oh, I'm well. I'm well, Mr. Lane.
Good, good.
He says he had Night Train Lane had 68 career interceptions, ranked second in the NFL history at the time of his retirement, and still fourth in NFL history for interceptions.
I wish that was me, Your Honor.
He was a Detroit Lion too.
He maybe was. I never heard him. I heard of Night Train Lane, but I don't know what team he played for. I want to doing
All right, we ready, Miss Williams? Let's go back on the record with LaRocca. Let's see what's going to happen with LaRocca. I've given everybody an opportunity to work this out and to talk this out. What's going to be the end result?
Your Honor, the end result is dismissal, per the prosecutor.
There we go. See, the justice delayed is not justice denied, Mr. LaRocca. It may have taken a little minute to get here, but I'm sure you don't have any objection to dismissing the case.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
If there's nothing further, sir, have a very good day and best of luck to you. Case dismissed.
Thank you too. Enjoy your weekend, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor, Perkins.
Not you, Mr. Lang. You're not ready to go yet. Hey, he said, I want to take that dismissal too.
Am I good?
You're good.
You're good.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Berry, this is the city of Detroit versus Frederick Lane, case number SP 156-8905, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 157-2467, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood F. Berry Jr. on behalf of defendant Frederick Lane. State your full name, Mr. Lane.
Frederick Charles Lang.
All right, today is the date and time set for a show cause, Mr. Berry.
Yes, Your Honor. My client would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We're going to give your client a $0 bond. You need to get an updated offer for your client. He has only 2 matters on the docket. I call 5 into the record. He has 3 civil infractions: an expired plate, a no registration, and a driving on cell phone. All right, so get an updated offer, Mr. Lang. Keep in mind, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room. Speak to Mr. Berry. Let us know what you want to do when you come out.
Your Honor, on the additional charges, we'll dismiss out of the 3, we'll dismiss 2 pleas to the driving on the cell, as well as the offer on the docket.
All right, the offer is going to be 1 count driving on the cell, civil infraction, $100. Another count, failure to display for the amended count of driving while license revoked. Keep in mind, if you take that deal, it's probably going to further exacerbate that driving while license revoked. And $240 fine because it will abstract. It won't carry any points though, and we'll dismiss the other matter. So you have an absolute right to a trial, Mr. Lang. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry, have a conversation with him, okay?
Okay.
All right. Join the room, please. All right, let's go back on the record with Miss Good, Miss Soroki. Miss Good is gonna take some time and talk to her probation officer, who she's on with the other jurisdiction, the other court that she's on probation with. I get the feeling that Miss Good likes the conversation, or had a good conversation with case manager here. Case manager Harris, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Angel Harris, case manager for specialty court.
All right. And am I correct to say that you had a good conversation? Or you told me you had a good conversation, right?
Right.
And am I correct to say that you were interested in potentially joining the drug treatment court?
Yeah, I'm interested, but I just want to make sure that everything is okay with probation, and if I get to switch over.
What court are you on probation to?
Frank Murphy.
So.
Well, you know, just have a conversation. I want you to at least be able to have a conversation, and I want to give you time to do that. We really would like you to join the program, and just want to lay things out there for you. All right.
Okay.
All right. Come back on September the 9th. Come back on September the 9th at 8:30, and then let us know what you want to do then. Okay.
Okay.
Have a great day, Miss Good. Best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you very much.
Let me stop. Case manager Harris, you have your hand raised.
Yes, Your Honor. I was just wondering, she needs to have a substance abuse assessment.
Well, she hasn't pled guilty yet, so.
Oh, okay. So then, then that's fine. Just before her sentencing. I'm sorry. We're usually brought in later. I forgot, Judge Perkins. You bring us in early. Everybody else waits to the end. So.
Yeah, I do that because I first want to make sure that she's eligible, so that nobody wastes their time and she doesn't go in, and then her, people get excited about it, and then they're not eligible. So. I do want to do it that way because it just kind of like, but
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, but we're going to be here, God willing, Miss Good, and they would love you in the program if you want to join, and it has some extra benefits to it too. Potentially, the other cases will be dismissed or reduced, and fines and things like that. But just go ahead and give you that time to contemplate it, and if you want to join, then we'll let you get in on the 9th, okay?
Okay.
Have a great day, ma'am. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. I have Officer Williams here as well past the time. I'm gonna let him in though. You can speak with him, Miss. All right, let's go back on the record with Miss Ospania. Ms. Ospania, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, the matters are being.
Hold on.
Volvemos ahora con el caso de la señora Ospina. Señora Ospina, le di la oportunidad de hablar con su abogada defensora. Dígame qué han decidido, abogada, qué ha decidido.
Your Honor, after speaking with the city attorney, the matters are being dismissed with the stipulation of probable cause.
Su señoría, después de hablar con la fiscal de la ciudad, los casos quedan desestimados porque hay causas razonables.
Right. I'm sure there's no objection. I'm going to dismiss the case with the stipulation of probable. Stipulate that on behalf of your client, counselor.
So stipulated.
Estoy segura que ella no se opone a que el caso queda desestimado y veo que hay causas razonables.
All right, the case dismissed, Ms. Ospina. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you, and thank you, Interpreter Villarreal. Have a very good weekend.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too as well. Señora, su caso queda desestimado. Que pase buen día y buena suerte a usted.
Ok, lo mismo. Muchas gracias.
De nada. Take care, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Officer Johnson, that'll do it for you to stay with us. You have a very good weekend and you be safe, right?
You as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now I called Cartavion Green a long time ago, and I know he sits back like he didn't even call my name and never did even call my case. Are you still there, Mr.?
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you. This is the city of Detroit versus Cartavion Daryl Green, case number SP 1527329 and SP 154-85042. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Stroke on behalf of Mr. Green.
All right. Well, also, let me see how old this other civil infraction is. Mr. Berry, I told you you're the loudest paper shuffler that we ever seen.
And I was doing so well, but our apologies, Your Honor. I know how to.
This disregarding a red signal, that's not Mr. Green that just sees a red light or a stoplight and he just passes right through it. That's not him. Mr. Green.
Yes, sir.
We've been down this road before. You said something about a long time ago. Did you say something about wanting to be a police officer, or did we talk about that one day?
No, sir.
What did we talk about last time?
I was getting my license and everything together, and I
did you get your license together?
Yes, sir.
Run his driver's license. Let's see this. And then what else did we talk about? Did we talk about work?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get into work, but not having a driver's license been preventing me. And when I did,
no, Mr. Green. That's not what's preventing you from getting into work.
It has been because I worked at Jimmy John's and I was the delivery driver. So when they suspended my license, it actually did cause me to go out to work.
Well, what about going and telling them, all right, I can't drive anymore, but I can sure enough go in the kitchen?
They already had a lot of in shops. They needed me as the delivery driver.
Well, tell them I'm the best you got at whatever you got there. So you have to you better make room for me. What about
I got my license. I got my license back, and I'm willing to. You feel me? I'm looking for a job now. I'm trying. It's just to be hard.
All right. We have a valid driver's license. I'm gonna congratulate you on that, Mr. Green.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm gonna dismiss SP 152-73291 because of it. All right, now we're dealing with two other civil infractions, unregistered, untitled, and a disregard and a red signal. What's going to be the offer, Miss Mason?
On the disregard red signal, that's going to be a 1 to 5, reduced to a 1 to 5 speed, which is 1 point. On the unregistered, untitled, I can dismiss that one, Judge. I can dismiss the unregistered, untitled.
Well, he does have a valid license now. Could we give him limited access?
No, 1 to 5 speed is my offer.
I don't accept the offer.
You don't accept it?
No, sir.
Because he's saying he stopped.
Right. Thank you.
All right, let's set a formal hearing, okay? come back on September the 24th, Mr. Green, for a formal hearing at 9 a.m., September 24th, 9 a.m. And again, I'm going to congratulate you on the license. He did what he said he was going to do, and I appreciate a man that goes out and does what he said he's going to do. Now he says he's going to get that job and keep moving up in the world, right?
Yes, sir.
So by the time he comes, Mr. Green, if that wasn't you that we talked about being a police officer, and you said that you did, that was not you?
No, sir. I never ever told you I wanted to be a policeman.
No, I didn't say you said you wanted to be a policeman. I said we talked about it, and you said, well, I don't know if it was you or not, but the person said that they didn't like the police. Did we ever have that conversation?
No, sir. I respect the police. I like the job that they do. We never had that kind of conversation.
Okay. Hey, why don't you go to the police and get a job, or the Wayne County Sheriff? They have, I'll tell you what, they'll probably let you in immediately. They need so many spots to be filled at the Wayne County Sheriff and the Detroit Police Department that you wouldn't believe.
I recently just got my license to purchase a firearm, so it do seem pretty cool up there. They seem pretty respectful, so it's something I probably will look into.
Well, if you want to look into it, and if you need somebody to help get somebody, I can get some information for you if you're serious about it. You just let me know, all right?
Yes, sir. I'll see you. You said September the 24th?
Yep, 9 a.m. But I don't want you to go that long without a job, though. In the
I'm looking
meantime,
now. Now that I got my license and everything, stuff is up and moving. I'm trying to get my I just got a truck, so I got to get my plates and license. I mean, not license, insurance.
very good, Mr. Green. I'm glad to hear that you did that, and we'll be here, God willing, somebody will at least be here on September 24th, 2024 at 9 a.m. And we'll hear the issue about the failure to stop. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right. City of Detroit, Ms. Soroki versus Chris Alexander Gardner, case number SP 1576571, SP 1574323, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 1590315, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki, if you have a Chris Gardner.
Mr. Gardner, good morning to you. Unmute yourself, please.
I'm trying to unmute it.
You're unmuted. State your name for the record, please.
Yeah. Okay, it's unmuted. Chris Gardner.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a show cause. Go ahead, Counsel.
Your Honor, waive the formal reading of the information, stand mute to the charges.
While you're not guilty, clear your client's behalf. If your client's $0 bond, you're going to need to get an updated offer for your client. I only have one case on here, is no insurance misdemeanor. Along with that ticket went a failure to stop and an expired plate. And then he has a new ticket for driving while license suspended and expired plate. So get him a global resolution. Keep in mind, Mr. Gardner, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Soroki.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Oh, I'm sorry. Could you just repeat on Mr. Gardner with the off the docket?
Off docket stuff is failure to stop at a stop sign. Expired plate, excuse me. Another expired plate and a driving license suspended.
on the off docket offer would be everything dismissed except the failure to stop would be reduced to a 1 to 5.
1 to $525. The other one is an improper, amended count of improper plate for the no insurance, $240. Absolute right to a trial. I'll dismiss the I'll dismiss the improper plate upon payment. I'll have a discussion with Mr. Roki, and I know you want to say something. You're going to say it to Mr. Roki in the breakout room, all right?
Okay.
All right. Join the room, please. All right, let's pass the matter.
Ready as to Mr. Lang, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lang. Mr. Lang, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a bench trial date.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lang?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's have you back on September the 27th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Okay, Mr. Lang?
Yes, Your Honor. Judge Perkins.
Have a good day and best of luck to you. Lewis, Sonia Lewis.
Yes.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. What's your middle name, Miss Lewis?
Elise.
So this is the city of Detroit versus Sonia Elise Lewis. Case number SB 1520044, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance to record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr., on behalf of the defendant, state your full name, Ms. Lewis.
Sonia Elise Lewis.
Today is the date and time set for a trial. The officer Henderson is here, was here. Let's see. Let's try to pull him out the breakout room. The offer as it stands now, Ms. Lewis. From the city is pleading to the driver's license number account acquired will amend it to failure to display a $0 $240 fine, and it will abstract, but it won't carry any points. Do you have a valid license, Ms. Lewis?
No, sir, because prior to I had caught a bad infection in my eye, so I was on antibiotics for like 8 weeks. I wasn't able to, drive. The car is down now. I don't have a car. I'm not working, but I just got a job. I start Tuesday, so I was wondering.
Speak to Mr. Berry, breakout room, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome. Officer Henderson hasn't come out yet. Let's pass the matter. Mr. Lang, you just hang out with us now? All right, let's go back on the record. With Mr. Gardner. Mr. Gardner, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, he's going to avail himself of the recommendation.
That is pleading to 1 to 5, $125, and the improper plate, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
That's what you want to do, Mr. Gardner?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand, please.
Okay.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Did Ms. Soroki do a good job of answering your questions?
Yes.
I knew she would. You understand that you have the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines, sir?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Soroka went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Now, let me draw your attention back to April 21st, 2024, around 12:41 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of State and Washington Boulevard. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
You could not do so, could you?
Yes, I did.
You could produce, oh, I'm sorry. Did the officer ask you to produce valid insurance?
Yes, he did.
You couldn't do that, could you?
I did, but they was expired. Because I just got my insurance and tax January 24th. So I was kind of like going back and forth with him. I was like, well, I don't renew until next year, 2025. He was like, no, it's a step ahead. You have to do it on your birthday. I think I got the tax around my birthday or before, somewhere around there. So I'm thinking that, I was, good to go. But he was like, no, when your birthday, you have to change it to 2025. Because I was like, well, this is January 24th. I just got the, my tax. But I understood what he was, how I go now. So I did do that. I did go get that straight now. I do have my plates and insurance. And the stop sign, if I may.
I don't really have a clue of what you're saying.
Huh?
I don't really have a clue of what you were saying.
No,
what he's saying is he didn't realize he had to change it by his birthday. So that's
I thought it was next year.
Right. So that's why
I kept thinking it was next year.
What do you mean change by your birthday? This is insurance. I don't think insurance has
No. I'm sorry, Judge. I did have my insurance was valid. I gave him my insurance. It was just the expired plates. My insurance was valid. I have insurance. I have the insurance that I have now. I had insurance. It was just the expired plates.
You're pleading guilty to the no insurance, but we're amending it to improper.
Oh no. Okay, that's wrong. I produced the insurance to him. The insurance is valid. It's just the expired plates, I think it was, and the stop sign.
Did you talk to Mr. Roki about
that?
He told me he had insurance now, Your Honor, and I explained he doesn't have a valid license now, so I explained it was kind of 6 of one or a half dozen of the other, but
yeah, I do have insurance. I did produce the insurance to the officer. My insurance is good, and
he didn't believe.
Well, I showed them this. I showed them the insurance, and he said,
"I didn't say you didn't show me insurance. I'm saying that I made the conclusion that he didn't believe you because he still do insurance."
No, I have insurance. I still have the ticket where it was just the expired plates and failure at the stop sign. The insurance
you got tickets on 2 different occasions, sir.
Yeah.
You got tickets on 2 different occasions.
Right, but my insurance is good on both occasions.
Well, then, of course, you can't accept this plea, Your Honor. Do you want to get a trial date, sir?
Well, he could, if she'll offer him allowing on the driver's license not valid, or driving on license. That could be the same.
Ms. Mason, are you available?
Huh? Yes,
Yeah,
I'm here.
breakout room 4. Breakout room 4.
Oh, okay.
Jet plane is all right. All right. Let's pass that matter. Let's go back on the record for Lewis. What's going to be the resolution, if any, for Lewis?
Your Honor, respectfully, we seek a little more time so that you can get her license.
Officer Henderson, good morning to you. Put your appearance on the record, Ms. Lewis.
Officer Henderson. 737.
Name, badge number, department.
Tyrese Henderson, badge 2212, Detroit Police.
2212, Detroit Police. All right, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Usually I ask you and Ms. Mason, do you get any objection to giving Ms. Lewis a little more time to come in compliance with a valid license? That's what we really want. I'm sure that's what you want too, Officer Henderson. Any objection to giving Ms. Lewis a little more time to come in compliance?
No, sir.
Ms. Mason? Let me ask you this, Ms. Lewis. How are your, have you overcome your health challenges?
It's slowly, like I couldn't really see out of it, but as the days go by, because I was on some strong, I was hospitalized for 7 days, so I don't drive at all. Like I said, once again, my car is down, so I get rides. I can see, but it's not 100%, so that's why I don't chance it. I caught a real bad infection. I don't even know where it came from, but
Your
I thank
Honor,
God that I can see.
for the record, Chiku Mason, City of Detroit 43471. Does she have a valid license now, or?
No, and the time that we gave Ms. Lewis to get a license, I'm guessing that she got a real bad infection in her eyes that left her, what she tells the court, hospitalized for at least 7 days, and it prevented her through a wrench in her plans.
Okay, I have no objection to giving her an adjournment to get her license, because this has never acquired a license charge.
Now, let me ask you this, Ms. Lewis, do you think that the eye issue is going to prevent you from getting a license? How do you see that going?
I'm gonna try. That's one thing about me. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna walk with faith, and that's all I can do. That's what I've been doing. So I'm gonna try. I'm not a failure. So, and I appreciate you guys. Whatever you decide. If I need to pay anything, I can do that as well. I just ask that you see favor.
All right, $100,000 and we'll close it all out.
Wait a minute.
She said she can pay whatever you say.
Look, I'm a single mom with all girls. I wish I had 100,000. I wouldn't be in Detroit, Michigan. I tell you that.
Why wouldn't you be in Detroit, Michigan?
Because I'll be somewhere in a country where my kids, I can raise them, or better. I want better for my girls. I got good girls, 4.0 students. They praise dancers. So I would want what's best for them. So I will move them to a better,
All right, I'm gonna give you some more time, but I'm just gonna say this. I think Detroit, Michigan is a very good place. And obviously your kids do too if they're 4.0 students.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sound like you are doing bad by your kids, or your kids are doing bad, or the city of Detroit is doing bad by them. I know things could be better, but
yeah, I rep my city though. I'm 313 all day. I rep my city. Gotta go for Detroit 313. So
that doesn't seem like you rep us too well right there. We're gonna give you a pass on that one. Let's reset this for a trial. On 9/27, September 27, 2024. I wish you the best of luck on your recovery, ma'am. We're gonna be praying that comes sooner rather than later. And we're glad to hear that you have overcome the worst part of it, because I guess it was a pretty scary moment to have that. And
Yeah,
not,
they had to rush me. Yeah, they had to rush me. They had an emergency. I went in there. They was like, you almost lost your vision. I was praying and praying and praying. That's why I said God is good. So, and I knew I had to come to court today, and I prayed again. I knew God had me. So, and I appreciate you, sir, for understanding and giving me more time. And you have a blessed day.
and thank Officer Henderson and Ms. Mason. And you have a blessed day as well. Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Officer Henderson, you be safe out there. Have a very good day, and we'll see you back soon.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
Officer Williams, you were here. I checked you. I got you in, and we have Officer Alvarado and Don that are here coming in, and all of you guys came in after the time slot. So what I'm going to do is those cases related to your names, I'll dismiss, but I won't put down that you were not here. I'll just put dismissal. All right, let's go ahead on with the city of Detroit. Where are we? We're down to Teak Reed. I think Teak Reed may be an officer.
Yes, Your Honor. That's an officer. That's Ty Reed. Tyke Reed is an officer, Your Honor.
Yeah, okay.
He's on Greer. He came in timely.
Yeah, I saw he came in timely. Williams, Lynch, Williams, Dunn, and Alvarado did not come in timely, so we won't put any no officer down, but we will not.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
It's Officer Dunn. I did check in with Prosecutor Mason. I got kicked out of the breakout.
Yeah, you were here. Okay, you're here. You're here. I have you. You were here before Reed. Okay, so you're here. Alvarado was here.
He wasn't here before me.
No, I didn't say he was here before you. He was here before the cutoff time of 9:30. I give a half-hour grace period, and I give a bigger grace period for defendants, but I give a half-hour grace period for officers. So he was here. Those two were here on time. All right, let's call it. Mr. Greer, you say you're ready to get all this stuff behind you, right? City of Detroit versus Alonzo Lawrence Greer, case number SP 122-18941, SP 123-67.
Hey, excuse me, Judge. Y'all got them state tickets on there. Them new state tickets I just got.
Hold on, Mr. Greer. Let me call it. All right.
All right.
He's getting in the driver's seat now.
I got my. I'm a license. My license good.
All right, run his license too, Miss Mounts. SP 123-67671, SP 125.
Hey, Judge, please excuse me, my phone down.
He's not let me finish. All right, he said his battery is going out. SP 125-42. Strike that. SP 125-43291. SP 127-04231. SP 129-600. Strike that. SP 129-60491. SP 130-36362. SP 132-33431. SP 133-1425, counts 1, counts 2. SP 134-72681. SP 135-6240, counts 1, counts 2. SP 1416175, counts 1, counts 2. SB 1498296, counts 1 and counts 2. SB 1498491, SB 123676661, SB 1254283, counts 1 and counts 2. SB 127042232, SB 1296049, counts 2 and counts 3. SB 130363661, SB 1304201, counts 1, 2, and 3. SB 133141, counts 1, 2, and 3. SB 1331426, counts 1 and counts 2. SB 1492691, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Greer.
Alonzo Greer.
Mr. Greer, I hate to inform you, I do, because I think you really thought you had a valid license.
I do.
But you don't. You don't.
I don't.
You don't. I said I hate to inform you that.
Hold on, man.
Let's also call SP 157994001, count 1, and count 2 into the record. And then this is the state of Michigan versus Delonzo Lawrence Greer, case number SX 4365059, counts 1 and counts 2. There are your state cases, Mr. Greer. All right. I need officers on Greer. Let's pull them out. I'm going to let you, Mr. Berry, sort all this out for Greer. Any officers on Greer, state your name for the record, please.
Everything dismissed. None of them showed up.
No, that's not. That did a couple of them. I don't see a couple of them here though.
Sir, you got PO S. Williams.
Yeah, S. Williams, you're here, but you didn't make the cutoff.
I was in the breakout room, but I got dialed out on accident. I tried to get back in.
But you weren't in the breakout room before 9:30 though.
Nope.
Yes, you were.
I was.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. I got her checked. You were the first one here. One of the first ones here.
Good morning, Your Honor.
So, you checked in under Williams 104. All right.
That's correct. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Who else is here? Now go now put
Officer Alvarado.
P.O. Alvarado, badge number department, please.
Hold on. They is showing up.
SP 13042011.
Okay.
And I was here before 9:30, like 9:01.
I have you here before then as well.
Yes, sir.
All right. Officer Reed, he was here. He's in the breakout room.
Them all the officers that gotta show up for me.
Yes, Officer Fitzgerald Harris is here. Officer Ireton is here. Officer Wafer is here.
Damn.
Come on, Mr. Reed. Mr. Greer. I don't need you. I don't need the foul language, please.
No. That's just crazy. All these officers showing up for this. This is petty. They petty.
Man.
No, they're doing their jobs. What do you mean they're petty? That's not going to get you a better offer if you think you're going to talk like that to officer's face and call somebody petty.
No.
Petty. This is petty to you?
Huh?
Is this petty to you? It's not petty to me. It's not petty to me at all.
No. I'm at court. Big time.
It's not petty to me at all.
He disrespectful. He's an idiot.
All right, Mr. Berry, talk to Mr. Greer, work out a global resolution for him. I don't have Officer Ray. Officer Easton is here. Corporal Spike, no, I'm looking at the wrong name now. I don't have Officer Torres, Centur, C-I-N-T-R. I don't have Officer Barron. I don't have Officer Quiones, Simons. Is Officer Smith? Is there? I don't have Officer Smith, Botello, Barron, Tillison, Torres, Zach Simon. I don't have those officers. So work out a global resolution. You have an absolute right to a trial. There's some other things that aren't on the docket. The state tickets, driving license suspended, another limited access speeding, a no proof of insurance, and 11 to 15 over the speed limit. Those aren't on the docket.
Judge, on the limited access speeding, what's the number on that one?
I don't know. I do have it here. I do have it here. 25 plus over the speed limit, charge 95 in a 70-mile-an-hour zone, detected at 100 miles per hour. That's petty.
So Your Honor, on the off docket, excuse me, Mr. Greer, on the off docket matters, we will dismiss the license, suspend, no offer on the 25 plus LA, no offer on the 11 to 15.
All right. Yeah, that's petty, Mr. Greer. By your own word.
That's why my license is suspended.
I don't know why your license is suspended, but it doesn't appear you even deserve a license. No, you don't. Not in my eyes, you don't. Looking at your driving.
I did so much to get my license.
Yeah, but you're doing so much to ruin it too. And you keep the same behavior that you got your license taken in the first place. I see 97 in a 55-mile-an-hour zone back in 2020. I see.
No, that ain't true. That can't be true.
Oh man!
Here, put him in the breakout room before he,
Man, don't piss him off, man.
You can deal with him, Mr. Berry.
Don't piss
Join the
this
room.
man off. Jesus.
All right. Mr. Gardner.
Yes, sir.
To hear your commentary, we don't need to, all right? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gardner. Mr. Gardner, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. What's your client want to do?
The people were willing to amend the suspended license to fail to display. So if he wants to accept that, it is a moving violation, but it's no points.
That's fine.
Well, you just say that's fine. Or that offer is going to prevent probably from him. Do you have a valid license now, sir?
No.
I think I have to wait 6 months. I think it was a probation thing that I wasn't aware of at the time.
Well, this
and I think when this act. Go ahead, sir.
This offer is probably going to put you back another 2 years now.
Okay. Oh, no. I don't want to do that then.
Why don't we at this time, Your Honor, request a pretrial date?
Or let's just request a trial date.
That's fine, Your Honor.
I don't understand why the city was willing to, when they were offering them the no insurance, and we said the expired plate and the driving license suspended, was willing to dismiss the driving license suspended the expired plates. Why can't there be an amendment to allowing them? What's the difference?
Your Honor, for the record, I don't see Mr. Gardner on my docket sheet. Can you direct him to my docket sheet?
Gardner only has one charge.
He only has one charge
Before.
of no insurance misdemeanor, and I reduced that to an improper plates.
Right.
You indicated
So
later on that he has.
Let me speak. That's exactly right. And then when we said that he has a failure to display an expired plate and of off docket matters of a driving license suspended and an expired plate, you indicated that plead to the 1 to 5 on the failure to display, amended to that, and then dismiss the other stuff. When we were taking the plea, Mr. Gardner indicated on the record that he had valid insurance on that date. And that would prevent him from pleading to the improper plate. That would require a trial date, because I said, well, the police didn't believe that you had valid insurance because they still wrote you the ticket. So then that's why Ms. Soroki went back to you to see if there was some other offer that you would have. And now the offer is pleading to a failure to display and the 1 to 5 and dismissing the rest of the stuff. Do I have that correct?
I don't see how, yeah, that's our offer at this point, Your Honor. Failure to display in the 1 to 5.
And my question was this: if the city was willing to dismiss the suspended driver's license and the expired plates on the new tickets and allow him to plead to the improper plate, I'm asking, why is the city not amenable to just allowing him to plead to the allowing? Because we didn't want to get into whether the factual basis was correct on that no insurance. Mr. Gardner says he has it and says he can provide that proof. So instead of doing that, we said, hey, in an alternative, you may be able to plead to well, we didn't say that. We said that was potential. That could be a potential resolution. And why was the city not amenable?
Oh,
to that?
you mean as a substitute as opposed to suspending the failure to display as, okay, yeah, we can do an allowing and a 1 to 5. Yeah, we can do a 1 to 5 and allowing.
And allow. Now, you want to take that deal because we won't have any problem with you saying that you didn't have a driver's license on that new ticket date. Are we, Mr. Gardner?
Yeah. No?
You say you're not going to have a problem saying you didn't have a license on that date, are you?
No.
So you knew your license was suspended on that date, correct?
I
All
didn't.
Right. Go back in the breakout room
Yeah.
and speak. Go back in the breakout
Judge.
and speak to Ms. Soroki, okay?
Okay, Judge. All right.
Join the room.
Okay.
Mr. Darren's iPhone, good morning to you. Can you take your hat off, please, and give me your last name, please?
Judge, you have to put the link up so I can join.
Sorry, I'm gonna switch you. And
Okay.
You'll repopulate.
Okay, there it is. Thank you.
Mr. Darren,
Yes.
what's your last name, please, sir?
Green.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's ready or it's still looking? You ready to go? You think it's still looking? Yes. Sunrise, how do you migrate?
Mr. Green, do you have valid insurance here?
Yes.
It's the city of Detroit versus Darren Edward Green, case number SP 156-8961. Appearance for the record, please. State your name for the record, please.
Darren Edward Green.
All right, I'm gonna give you a not guilty, enter a not guilty plea on this behalf, give him a $0 ground as purposes of arraignment. Let's see your insurance, sir.
1 second, Rana. Go get it out of my car.
Thank you so much.
Pass the matter.
Judge, as a housekeeping matter, this is the city prosecutor. Did Landrum appear? Breonna Landrum?
Haven't seen Landrum. No Landrum. Clyde, we got Clyde, but that's not Landrum. That is Clyde. He told me his last name. Lynch. Lynch. That's the only person that we have. So Landrum did not appear. Everybody appeared except for Landrum.
Okay, Your Honor, I have 1, 2,
They're
3,
free to
4,
leave.
5. I got 5 officers. We're asking for a personal cash bond on Landrum. You have 5 officers waiting on that one. So we're asking for a personal cash bond.
Okay. You can let the officers go.
Your Honor.
We're ready, Your Honor.
All right. Let's go back on the record with Gardner, giving you an opportunity again to speak to counsel. Go ahead. Miss Soroki.
Your Honor, my client's going to avail himself of the recommendation.
We already swore him in, right?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Gardner, let me draw your attention back to June 23rd, 2024, around 12:50 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Bovian and Monroe Street. He does a lot of hanging out downtown, don't you?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you. It's a nice place to be.
Yeah.
Were you in that area around that date and time, sir?
Yes, sir.
And did you have contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
And were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
And did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No.
And why is that?
They were suspended.
Very well. Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing $240 fine. You were in the area of that one ticket that we talked about before. Did you fail to stop at a stop sign, sir, on that previous ticket on April, my mom's birthday, and that's Officer Thompson's birthday. April the 21st, 24. Did you fail to stop at a stop sign that day?
Yes.
All right, find them responsible for the amended count of 1 to 5. $125 and $240 stipulates the proper cause will dismiss the rest. When can you pay?
May I have 30 days?
Why so long?
Well, got an extra money obligations, but whatever payment can I do a payment plan?
30 days. We're trying to hope you meet your obligations. I hope in 30 days it's paid and you don't come back and say, I need another 30, Judge. I got obligations. Okay.
Right now.
All right. August the 5th, 2024, 8:25 is going to be your review. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone, or you come on down to the courthouse and pay it. Those are the 2 best ways I can tell you to pay it, Mr. Gardner. August the 5th, 2024. If it's nothing further, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. Let's go back on the Let's go back on the record with Green. Mr. Green, Ms. Soroki, I put your appearance on the record for Green, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki on behalf of Defendant Green.
All right. I gave a not guilty, not guilty plea. I gave a $0 bond. Let's show me the documentation you have, Mr. Green, please. He's trying to provide me with some valid insurance. back it up a little bit, please? You better have some insurance on that bad boy. All right, case dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Providing valid documentation. All right.
Your Honor, this is City Prosecutor. Update housekeeping. Did Lynch appear? Defendant Lynch?
Lynch appeared.
Okay.
Have a good day, Mr. Greer. Best of luck to you. Mr. Green, have a good day, Mr. Green. Best of luck to you. All right.
And did we call the case on Lynch or no?
We're going to call that right now.
Okay, very good, Your Honor.
City of Detroit versus Clyde Darnell Lynch. Case numbers SP 1537940 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1554736 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1558135 counts 2 and counts 3. SP 1590696 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 153794221. SP 155-47541, SP 155-81351, and SP 159-06951. Appearance for the record, please.
Pauline Stroking, BF Mr. Lynch.
Mr. Lynch, state your name for the record, please.
You have to unmute, sir.
Good. You can hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. State your name for the record, please.
Clyde Darnell Lynch.
And Mr. Lynch is 52. He says since he was 12, he stopped taking count of his age. Or 11. Which one was it, Mr. Lynch? 12. All right. Officer E. Dunn, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record for Mr. Lynch?
Good morning, sir. Officer Eddie Dunn, 3036, Detroit Police Department.
Good morning to you. Corporal Bennett is here for Lynch as well. Trying to pull him out the breakout room. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Mateo's not here. Tanti is not here. We're dealing with 6 tickets. The rest of them are going to be dismissed, and probably some of the 6 will be too. No offers on the expired plates, $145. Another and an improper plate. Well, here we go. Well, ones that okay, so it goes like this: a failure to display, $240 fine. That officer's not here. So on the tickets, the officers are not here. We only have 2 expired plates, 3 expired plates. And then 2 of those officers, 4 expired plates. And 2 of those officers are not here. So the offer as it's written in the file, Mr. Berry. I mean, who's on Mr. Lynch? Soroka?
I didn't talk to him at first. I did respond when you just called it. So
yeah, no, I know you. I mean, so as it's written in the file, it's failure to display, $240 fine. Improper plates omitted from no insurance, $240 fine, and then 4 counts of expired plates. $145 a piece. But there's officers that are not here. Why don't you go into the breakout room and you and Mr. Lynch have a conversation and find out how you want to navigate this, all right?
Yes.
Mr. Lynch, join the room and speak to Ms. Soroki, okay?
Okay, how do I wait for the little?
It says join breakout room 3.
Okay.
Gaudy. See what Mr. Gaudy has. right, let's go back on the record for Mr. Lynch.
We do not have resolution, Your Honor, so my client indicates that he wants to go to trial. He indicates he sent document. Did he come out yet? I don't want to talk when he's not.
No. Well, he's got, the thing about it is he's got these other, all these, the only offers that are on the table really, I mean, the only offers that are on the table are Dunn and Bennett.
Right, there's two no insurance, two suspended, and two improper, or two
So as it's written in the file, it would only be 2 expired plates unless unless the city's amending that but it's only 2 expired plates, $145 a piece.
All right, let me go back in and tell him again.
That's because on the offer sheet.
Does he have a license suspended, Your Honor? I mean, does he have a good valid license?
No.
No, I don't know that. I haven't run that, but the way that the offer was written, the only cases that you wanted Mr. Lynch to plead to was the Dunn expired plate and the Bennett expired plate. And then
Bennett has a license suspended.
Yes, so why don't you rearrange the offer then?
Yeah, well, I'll give him 1 FTD and 1 expired plate.
He doesn't want to accept that. He indicates he sent documentation to the court in the past. He's taken his case to the Supreme Court. He did a FOIA request. There's a lot of things I don't really understand what he's talking about, but our communication's close to breaking down. I'll just say that.
Sounds like it. Bring him out then. Go back in there and bring him out.
I've prompted him out. Okay, let me try again.
All right, Mr. Lynch, giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. It's I'm trying to understand. You want to contest these matters?
I had to go back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I had to go back in because I didn't get no prompt. I had to go back in to join in through 36 District Court website.
No. Well, listen. What we're saying is that we're trying to get you an offer, but it's my understanding after talking with your lawyer that that you don't want to accept anything. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
The thing is, I don't know what court cases is being brought up. The recent ones or the one that I already have a trial for.
I think all of the cases that are on the docket, everything that's on the docket, that you already had all this stuff set for trial. And what we did probably, okay, I see what
I sent some paperwork in, but some of those cases I got kicked out of Zoom. I send in the pictures through that document website, and I don't know, and I send paperwork to the law department for a FOIA for the court cases.
Okay, what documents did you send in to the court?
It was the case where I had got kicked out of Zoom, and I sent in the pictures where I got kicked out of Zoom. I think that was the January of this year case, and they was like, if I sent in the pictures showing that I was kicked out of the room because I thought the case was dismissed, and I got kicked out.
Okay, so what do you have any documents that relates to your driver's license, insurance, or registration?
Like told the lady, the one I meet him, the judge, the person that I talked to on the last court case said we don't have no problems with you, and I said I'm going through the process of doing my documents to take care of Dearborn, because Dearborn the one that got it hemmed out. They didn't honor none of my paperwork. Motion to
listen, now we're not talking about Dearborn. We're talking about Detroit. Do you have any documents? Hold on, let me ask my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask my question. Do you have any documents that suggest that you have valid insurance, valid registration, and a valid I can run your driver's license.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything because Dearborn the one that got me hemmed up. I can't even get no insurance without no license.
Okay, so so what we're trying to do, every case that you have down here in Detroit, we call into the record. And we have 2 officers. The other cases are going to be dismissed, but we have 2 officers here that are here. And what we're trying to do is either make a resolution now, and we'll present you with an offer. And if you don't like the offer, you can just go to trial. Today is the date and time set.
Yeah, go ahead.
Today is the date and time set for trial. So are you willing to entertain an offer to resolve the cases, or do you want a trial on all the cases?
I mean, which did you say some of them are gonna get dismissed? I only have 2. I know the one that I recently got, everything is for the same thing.
Yes. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Let me break it down to you. It's 2 officers that are here. Corporal Bennett wrote you 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 tickets that are up to date. And Officer Dunn wrote you 1, 2, 3 tickets that are up to date. The other officers that wrote you tickets are not showing up, have not showed up, and we're just going to automatically dismiss those cases. So we can get you an offer on the 6 tickets that those 2 officers wrote you. Are you willing to entertain the offer for those 6 tickets?
Bennett and Dunn, Bennett is the recent case, so that one I want to go to trial. I think the one I'm in trial for now is Dunn, correct?
You're on trial for both of them. Dunn and Bennett are set for trial right now.
So nobody received my paperwork, my traveling paperwork?
What is the paperwork gonna tell us?
Basically, I don't need no driver license, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, that's
no proof of insurance, and my car was towed illegally those 2 times.
And what does the paperwork say why you don't need a driver's license, why you don't need any insurance or anything like that?
I send the paperwork into the law department, and I wanted the FOIA for the body cam and dash cams. And I haven't heard anything from them.
All right, we can get you that. We can get you that if there's some of that exists. Corporal Bennett, can you put your appearance in record, Corporal Bennett? Hold on, Mr. Lynch.
Yes, Your Honor. Corporal Daryl Bennett, badge 4320, Detroit Police Department.
All right. So we need to get if there's any body cam or dash cam, we need to get that to Mr. Lynch.
He has to go through the law department to get that, Your Honor. If he's requesting it, he has to go through the law department.
Well, that's what he said he tried to do. He said he tried to figure. Let's see if we can get that now.
We can't get, Your Honor, our person that would do that is on vacation at this point. There's nobody in the office that can get that for him today.
Okay, can I say something for the traffic ticket that was done? The other officer didn't put his name on.
Your Honor, can we just get an adjourn date when the people think they can have their video available?
Yeah, but I wanna just, what I'm trying to do is I don't want you to say anything as it relates to the traffic stops right now, because today is the date and time set for trial. But I'm gonna tell you this. You're suggesting, it sounds like you were suggesting that you don't have to have license or registration or insurance. Is that what you were saying?
I have documentation of that from the Supreme Court rulings, yes.
All right, well, you need to get me that documentation because
what's the email so I can send it to you?
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Okay, my phone not seeing none of that. Only thing I'm seeing on my cell phone now. If I was on my desktop, remember last time I had issues with my desktop, so I'm on the cell phone and I don't see no chat or anything.
Well, you should be able to hit the button down there and it should
Okay,
pop
let me
up.
see. Can I see something? Cause all I see a whole bunch of squares with everybody's face. And
You got to come out of that screen.
huh?
You got to come out of that screen.
What screen I got to come out of?
The one you have to come out of the screen where everybody's face is.
Okay, I don't know how to do that. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to get kicked out like I just did when I was in the breakout room.
You didn't get kicked out. We pulled you. All right.
I had to join back in through. I had to go back to 36 District Court website, get back in the Zoom room.
Okay. All right. Let's pass the matter, and we'll try to figure out how to help you with the technology. And in the meantime, we need to. Do you want an attorney appointed to you, sir?
I've been trying to get an attorney. Nobody will take my case. So how if the appointed attorney don't want to accept my paperwork, then I'm up the creek like in Dearborn. So that's why I'm trying to study how to write the court cases all the way to the Supreme Court. So I'm doing that right now.
All right. Well,
Dearborn is the reason why my license is suspended.
I really want to see what you're talking about, Supreme Court, because I've never seen a Supreme Court case. Wait a minute. Let me finish. I've never seen a Supreme Court case that says that you don't have to have a license or insurance or registration. Now I'll tell you this. I'll admit, I haven't seen all the Supreme Court cases, but I have never seen that. And I've seen a thousand people come in here saying that, well, not 1,000, but a whole lot. And I've never seen it work.
So when Mr. Bennett Officer Bennett pulled me over, he was like, no, I ain't. He said, I ain't going for that sovereignty stuff. I said, I don't know what that is. I'm talking Constitutional Supreme Court ruling, and they told my car.
All right, well, send me the Supreme Court ruling. I want to see that right now.
I don't see the where I can send it.
All right, I'm gonna pass it.
I could just come down there.
Here, let me write my email address down and then send it to me, and then I'll pass it and I'll wait till I get your document. You have an ink pen?
Yeah, I have a pen.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
SEAN period PERKINS.
Okay, what was that after period?
PERKINS at 36th districtcourt.org.
Okay, hold on.
Read it back to me.
Okay, after 36, what was it? I didn't get that part.
After 36 is districtcourt.org.
Okay, so I got Sean.Perkins at 36districtcourt.org.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna send it, I'm gonna get it online and send it on my laptop.
I'm gonna be anxiously awaiting that. All right.
All right.
I'm
gonna send the law department thing too.
I'll be anxiously waiting all of that, and I'll pass the matter. It looks like Corporal Bennett is gonna be anxiously awaiting it. It's gonna look like Officer Dunn is gonna be anxiously awaiting it. Prosecutor Mason is gonna be anxiously awaiting it, and I'm sure Ms. Soroki is gonna be, and everybody else in the room. Because this could be some groundbreaking stuff right here. All right, pass the matter. All right, Mr. Greer. Let's go back on the record with Delonzo Greer. Mr. Greer, I hope you've approached this situation with a different attitude. Unmute yourself, please.
I'm unmuted.
I hope you've approached the situation with a different attitude, sir.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear to. Actions speak louder than words, and your verbal communication says no. So, all right, what's the offer going to be, Mr. Perry? Go ahead.
I just heard a lot of stuff.
You what?
I just heard a lot of stuff that might not be true, but I'm being forced to take a plea deal instead of. Yeah. I ain't being forced to take a plea deal, but it's like if I don't take a plea deal, then it's gonna be the worst for me.
That's the fact of the matter is the first part of what you said is absolutely true. You're not forced to do anything in this situation. Now, the second part of your statement is it could be worse for you. That could be absolutely true. That's what plea deals are all about. So the question is. Go ahead.
We'd like to get the status of Mr. Greer's license.
It's suspended.
Oh,
All
it is.
All right, Judge.
Yes.
So look, remember I popped in your courtroom like a month ago, and we had this discussion on my license being suspended because the state pulled me over and gave me a driving while license is suspended, and you end up fixing that, but the Secretary of State end up sending me a letter saying my license is suspended because I was driving while my license was suspended, but you end up fixing that because you said it was a court mistake. So they end up suspending it again after you sent, like when I initially got pulled over, my license got suspended for driving with no license. But I was supposed to have a valid driver's license. And you said that in the last time I popped up in your courtroom, then you end up fixing it. You got it fixed the same day because I looked on the Secretary of State website. You got it fixed the same day, but the Secretary of State ended up sending me a letter still saying my license suspended because I was driving while my license suspended. Like
where is the letter?
I don't got the letter on me. I don't got the letter on me, but they end up suspending it from July to the end of July for the reason you helped me the last time, because it was all a court mistake and I shouldn't have got a driving while my license was suspended anyway because my license was supposed to be valid, like on the court, like due to the court, and you know that.
No. Let's not say it was due to the court.
I'm saying.
He's gonna go that far and say.
No, I ain't saying it's the court fault, but I'm saying like you said last time the court had made a mistake and my tickets were scattered everywhere and they end up suspending my license for like a little bit of time, and in that little bit of time I end up getting pulled over by the state and they gave me a driving while license was suspended when my license was never supposed to be suspended in the first place. Do you remember that? Do you remember last time I came here?
I remember you. I don't specifically remember the conversation, but what I'm trying to do right now is look to see what exactly suspended your license. I don't think that okay, let me ask you this. Instead of trying to, when you came in here that last time, did you ever go to the Secretary of State and get a valid driver's license?
Yes.
When was that?
The date on my license is the day I went up there, or when I got it, or what? Because it said.
Because you were here. Okay, here's the deal. Here's what I think is going on right here. So here's the deal. On the last time that I believe that you were here, on the record at least, let's say that, because I remember you popping in, and that would have been March the 11th, the last time that you were here on the record. So from March the 11th, I'm breaking up?
No, I said you end up fixing that for
March the 11th, on May the 1st, 2024, you got another ticket, 11 to 15 over.
From the state?
No, from the city. On Tireman, and I don't, they didn't complete the OA. I was gonna say that's Oakland. But that's, you got a 11 to 15 over, and you got a no insurance. No insurance proof. So let me see what the and on the 11 to 15 over, do you recall getting pulled over on May the 1st? Let me ask you that first.
I'm gonna keep it real. All right, yeah, they put me over, but it wasn't.
Okay, so that's it. That's all I asked you. Do you recall? You recall that? Now, on that day, did you have a license or not?
Yes. I always have my license.
I can buy that, because I guarantee you that if you got pulled over by Officer Corporal Spidell and you didn't have a license, he would have wrote you for that. So on that 11 to 15 over, let's see if that's on here.
The thing is, though, they
hold on a second. Don't speak. Let's go through this. So I can. I'm trying to. Okay, 4 points. You know what I think is wrong with your situation? I truly think, and you're going to have to go to the Secretary of State for this. I truly think that you probably are suspended . I think you may be suspended for points. It says here he was issued a license, Ms. Shiroki, or who's this, Mr. Berry? He was issued a license on February 22nd. That's before the last time he came in here. And that's the only other. And then the last time it says registration denial from June the 7th, 2024 through indefinite. I don't know if
I got a registration denial.
Yeah, I don't know if this 4-point offense that he got on May the 1st and the other points that he has on his driver's license are affecting his license. You're gonna have to go back to the Secretary of State. So what was the resolution, if any, that you came up with, Mr. Berry?
Your Honor, as it turns out, Mr. Greer has valid registration. And so that negates a number of charges that are available to him. And we believe we have 3 active charges: the violation of the restricted license, 1 to 5 over from the prohibited left turn, and the 25 miles over, the state ticket for 25 miles over.
You also have the 11 to 15.
Who was
The
that?
11 to 15 wasn't on the, that wasn't on the docket today, I don't think. What happened to the docket sheet? What happened to my docket sheet? Okay, here it is. Let's do this. Let's go by the officers. Let's start with going by the officers that weren't here, and we'll get rid of those cases right now. And then when we come out to be, all right, Reed is here. Or is here. Mr. Officer Reed, can you put your appearance on the record, please? All right, he's here. So,
I think he got to say something.
He will. SP 149-82963. And we'll get 1, 2, and 3. We'll just put a hash by those. Those officers are here. That officer is here. All right. So we want. All right.
Excuse me.
Let me go through this, please. All right. Let me just go through this, and we're going to get rid of the cases that the officers aren't here. SP 149-2691 counts 1 and counts 2. That's Officer Torres. He's not here. So we'll take no officer for those 2.
One of the cases right before this, you said that officer is present or not?
Teague Reed is present.
Okay.
He's in the room right now. He just did not unmute himself. And he was here. He was one of the earlier officers. Okay. Officer Barron is not here. So SP 133-14141, 2 and 3. Those cases are going to be dismissed. SP 133-1426 counts 1 and counts 2. He's also Officer Barron. Those cases are going to be dismissed. All right. Let's go with SP 122-18941. Officer Siones is not here. SP 123-67671. Officer Simons is not here. SP 125-432. Now, Officer Fitzgerald Harris was here, but he's not here now, Ms. Mason.
I can just call him right now, Judge. Get him back in here before you're done.
All right, they need to be here. They need to send a message. I've asked this before, time and time again. If they're going to leave, they need to send a message. We're here on the record right now.
Because if I wasn't here, I'd get a warrant.
I think he had another courtroom, Your Honor.
I understand that, but that's not what I'm saying. He's got this courtroom too, and he should be here. Or he should have sent a message to me or Miss Mason saying that he has to go to another courtroom. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Officer Ireson was here and is no longer here.
I don't think was count, Your Honor.
Mr. Greer, I'm the one that decides whether was counts or not. And you keep on making these comments and it's not going to be good for you, okay?
All right.
Officer Wafer, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, sir. Officer Wafer, badge 2744.
Detroit Police.
Yes, sir. Detroit Police.
Officer Ellie, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, good morning. Officer Brandon Ely, badge number 639, Detroit Police Department.
Good morning, Officer Ely. Sorry for mispronunciation. Okay, Officer Botello is not here. SP 132-33431. Option 132. Why is that not on his doc? Okay. 132-33431. That's at 133-1425. Counts 1 and 2. They're not here. That's Officer Barron again. Officer Williams is here. That's the food license, the violation of restricted license ticket for Officer Williams. Tillison is not here. SP 141-6175. Counts 1 and counts 2, not here.
Is Eli here?
Yes, he's here. SP 149-84191. Not here. Smith, SP 1303 6362. Not here. Okay.
And Judge, for the record, Officer Harrison is admitting entrance into the courtroom. Your Honor.
Yes. All right. Officer Harris.
Yes, Your Honor.
I've asked time and time again for everybody, if they leave, to send me a note. That's all you have to do, is send a note to Ms. Mason or myself to let us know.
Your Honor, I did that. I said that I had another courtroom. You were the second courtroom for me today. And I checked in with both, and I had to go back to the other courtroom because they were calling me.
All right. Officer Ireton is not here. So we'll split it for him. We'll dismiss Officer Ireton for not here. And he showed up, but he's not here now. So we'll dismiss Officer Ireton. And then, so now we're dealing with Mr. Berry. You can write this down.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're dismissing 127 counts 2. Okay, and so we're dealing with the state matters of limited access 274 and driving a license suspended. That's not on the docket. We'll deal with 2 other tickets that are on the docket, Mr. Berry. No insurance and 11 of 15 over, written by Corporal Spidell. He doesn't have to be here, Mr. Greer, because they're not on the docket. Now, what we could do is we could put those matters off and give you a formal hearing date and a trial date for those matters. That would take the 11 to 15 over out of, and the no proof of insurance out of default. And then we'll just arraign them on the failure, on the driver license suspended state and limited access state, and deal with the ones that are on the docket today. All right. So the ones that are on the docket today, the ones that are on the docket today are a no insurance misdemeanor, SP 125-43291. A no insurance misdemeanor, SP 129-60491.
Oh, okay.
A violation of restricted license, SP 13472-681. Unregistered, untitled, and a no insurance misdemeanor, SP 1356240, counts 1 and counts 2. I see he's holding up insurance. I'm just getting an inventory of the cases we're dealing with right now. You're gonna go back in the breakout room and show your documentation to Mr. Berry, all right?
Okay.
Driving while license suspended and no insurance misdemeanor, SP 1498296, counts 1 and counts 2. We're going to dismiss SP 123-67661 for no officer. We're dealing with SP 1254283, counts 1 and counts 2. Those are prohibited left turn and expired plate. He may want to pass on those, because that's the situation that's already been abstracted, and the points have probably come and gone, and he might not want to open up those can of worms. Let's see. It's a prohibited left turn. That ticket was had 9/22/2020. I don't know if there's ever been a disposition on that or not. Yeah, it was reopened. I don't know. Let me see if it's on his driver's record. Yeah, that's already on his driving record. It says no points. All right, so I'll let you deal with Mr. Berry about that one and see what happens. So let's continue on. These are just the cases that are open. SP improper display of plate, improper equipment. That's SP 129-60491. counts 2 and counts 3. SP 1303636. One was dismissed. We're dealing with another improper equipment, no insurance proof, and no plates. Those are SP 1304201, counts 1, 2, and 3. And Mr. Berry, that'll do it. So you have all the counts that we're dealing with, and then the other counts will be dismissed. I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Greer again in the breakout room. He's got some documentation he's trying to show you. Let's pass the matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
And figure out what you want to do with the new cases. The one that speeding case that the city wrote, and the state case that the state, I don't know if the state trooper or not wrote, all right? He has a right to a hearing and a trial on those, all right? Pass the matter. All right, I don't get anything from Mr. Lynch. Go back in that breakout room, Mr. Greer.
I send it. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I haven't got it. He's on the breakout. Let's call this. Let's call the City of Detroit versus Clarence Jeffrey Gaudy. Case number SP 1577927, counts 1 and counts 2.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Your Honor, Pauline Rocky on behalf of Mr. Gowdy.
Hold on 1 second. I'm not done. He's got plenty more. SP 1577927, count 3. That's in default. Those tickets. He's got 3 civil infractions, and this is the case that I'm talking about on this. He has 2 misdemeanors and a civil infraction written along with this other ticket, written all on 1 ticket. However, he did not set a formal hearing or informal hearing date for the accident ticket, and therefore it went into default. I do not think that's fair, because I'm surmising that Mr. Gaudy thought that all of these tickets should have been heard on the same day that he got the notice for the misdemeanors. He did fail to appear for an arraignment on 5/2/2024. No, 5/2, wait a minute, 5/2/2024 was scheduled for arraignment. And then on 5/17/2024, it was scheduled for on 5/2/2024, it was scheduled for arraignment. On 5/17/2024, Mr. Gaudy failed to appear. And that is when that ticket went into default on 5/17. All right, let me call the rest of them. SP 1551986, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1572624 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1593843 counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1593845 State of Michigan versus Clarence Jeffrey Gowdy. Case number SX4309129 counts 1 and counts 2 in warrant status. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Pauline Stroke in behalf of Mr. Gowdy.
Mr. Gowdy, state your name for the record, please.
Clarence Jeffrey Gordy.
All right, for the cases on the 159384432, counts 1, 2, and 3 rather, and SP 1593845, those cases are arraignment on the 15th. We're going to arraign them now on those. For other cases he's had, he's got these other cases that he didn't show up. Let's set the defaults aside. SP 1572621. Go ahead on as a purposes of arraignment.
Waive the formal reading of the information, stand mute to the charges.
All right. We are not guilty plea on this behalf. This was $0 bond. So let me give you an inventory of what we're dealing with, unless we're just going to, do you have a license, Mr. Gotti?
No, sir. I still haven't
Why is
obtained my
that?
license. I'm dealing with multiple courts and payment plans, so I don't have enough to completely complete all the payment plans to initially just get my license off.
So why don't we just set a pre-trial?
I think that's the best idea, Your Honor.
I'll give them a pre-trial. That pre-trial date, we'll have an offer, a global offer on all of these tickets here. And then you'll have the right to a trial if you choose, all right?
Okay.
Come back on September the 9th, 2024 at 8:30 pre-trial. We'll have, because you only have 2 things on the docket today. We'll have all the tickets that we just called into the record on that day, and we'll have a global offer, okay?
All right, so you said September 9th. At what time?
At 8:30 a.m., okay?
Okay, 8:30 a.m.
All right. If there's nothing further, sir, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
Have a blessing.
You too. All right. Now, let's go back on the record with Mr. Lynch. Mr. Lynch, I haven't received anything from you.
Okay. I send it, but I send the wrong affidavit.
Well, I haven't received anything from you, so you need to make sure that you have, first of all, the right email address.
Okay.
Make sure you type it in right. I'm going to read it off again. SEAN, period, PERKINS, at 36 THDIS TRICT COURT period ORG.
Okay, could you start back from 36? I think that's where I got it wrong.
36 THDIS TRICT.
Okay, I didn't put the TH in it. I didn't put the TH in there after 36. That's what the problem is.
All right.
I'm about to.
right, are we ready on Greer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has gone over Miss, go over with Miss Mason and make sure everything is agreed to, okay?
All right, here I go, 4.
Join the room, Miss Mason.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Just 2 more and we'll be done.
You have a policy for this?
No, I got, everybody's here, I got the files.
Yeah. All right.
All right, thank you. Have a good weekend, apology. It should be here by now, shouldn't it?
Okay, I'm trying to put the attachment in. Here it comes.
Now, have you read everything that you're about to send me?
Yes.
No, I bet you haven't.
No, the affidavit, yeah.
No, this case stuff you're about to send me.
Yes, it's only 2 attachments. I got to get the right one because the first email was the wrong stuff.
Are we on the record? Let's go back on the record with Lynch while he's sending that. You know. Let's go back on the record with Lynch while he's sending that. I'm going to say this. I hope you've read everything that you sent me, and because you're filing these documentations with the court, and you're suggesting that these documentations report are saying are in support of you not having to have a license and insurance and registration, I believe, or all 3 of the above, or at least one of them. Wait a minute, let me finish making my record.
Okay.
You're suggesting that the Supreme Court says you need to have either none of those documents, or at least you don't have to have one of those documents. So all I'm saying is I hope that you are actually have read and gone over what you're sending the court, because as I said earlier, I've never seen anything that that supports what you're saying. I get people in here that submit. I can type in, don't need a driver's license in the search box, and they'll give me a list of cases. And I hope that's not what you've done. So I'm gonna pass the matter and wait on the documents that you're sending me. All right.
Your Honor, can I get Mr. Greer back in a breakout room?
Yeah,
Mr. Greer in a breakout room, please. Room 2.
Go back in the breakout room, Mr. Greer.
Where is, okay. No boy. Okay.
He's a,
oh boy. Let me see. 221. 221. Yeah, dog.
Wait.
Man, why this ain't going? What the world?
bless.
Okay, there we go. Okay, go.
Ready as Mr. Greer, Your Honor.
Now let's go back on the record with Mr. Greer. Mr. Greer, Mr. Berry, I've given you both opportunity to go over this extensively. What's the plea gonna be if there's any?
There is an updated offer, Your Honor, that Mr. Greer would avail himself. He's prepared to plead to 1 count of failure to display, plead to 1 to 5 miles over as to the prohibited left turn, and a plea to a charge of improper equipment. The remaining matters be dismissed.
And what are we gonna do with the matters that are not on the docket?
We'd set those for another hearing date, Your Honor.
All right, now, a 1 to 5, it's a 1 to 5 amended count from prohibited left turn, correct?
Correct.
And a failure to display.
Correct, Your Honor.
And an equipment violation.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, now, Mr. Greer, do you agree to that?
Yes.
Do you know by taking this deal, you're more than likely not gonna be eligible for a license for another 2 years at least, right?
Can you repeat that?
If you take this deal, you're not gonna be eligible at least for a license for at least another 2 years.
You said I'm not gonna be able to get a license for another 2 years?
Correct.
So my license will be suspended for 2 years?
At least, I don't know if it's 2 or 3, I'm gonna get the Secretary of State, because what this is doing is you don't have a valid license right now. Failure to display is abstracts, so that's one moving violation. That's what And if you plead to 2 moving violations without a valid license, then they suspend your license for a term of years. I don't know any other alternative as far as coming to a resolution today. If you had a valid license, then it may not have affected you, but you got to keep in mind the points. If you get 12 points or more on your license, then they're going to automatically suspend your license anyway. So do you want to take the deal?
Yeah, I'll take the deal. I guess I really ain't got no other choice for real.
Miss Mason, what I'm gonna do, if there's no objection from the people, is I'm gonna give them one last chance, and what I'll do is, if there's no objection to leaving this offer open. Okay, good. If there's no objection to leaving this offer open, the state tickets haven't hit the Secretary of State yet, but the ticket of the 11 and 15 has hit the Secretary of State, and those points are. He wants a formal hearing on those. We set those defaults aside and get that to the Secretary of State, and on his next court date, we will, if he doesn't have a license then he's just got to take the deal now. But if he can get a license between now and then because he did come in here off of the docket one day, and he's been trying to get his license. It does appear that he got his license momentarily. I'm just trying to see if we can not have to cause that severe harm of a 2, I think it's 3 years, but 2 years, I know. Do you have any objection to that?
I don't know I mean, you would say something, Judge, and you jump to something.
Right, okay.
Else,
so here it is. That's Mr. Clyde's, all that noise. All right. Let's go on. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Greer. The offer right now to clear these matters up today are failure to display, 1 to 5, 2 moving violations, and an equipment violation. I've given him the price on those. 1 to 5 is 1 point. Failure to display is no point, but it abstracts is considered a moving violation. And the equipment violation doesn't abstract. Money is 240, 125, 120. Other matters dismissed. So SP 1579940 counts 1 and counts 2. Speeding ticket and no insurance. Here's he added a driver's license at the time. Unless Corporal Spidell did write him the ticket of that, or they just, that one no license never got to the court. But it's 1 moving violation, well, considered 2 moving violations essentially with the no insurance, and the state tickets that he got. The state tickets haven't docked yet. The other tickets have in there in default. I'm willing to set those defaults aside. Keep the offer open if you don't have any objection. Let him go to the Secretary of State, see if that puts him in a position to get a license, and then come back and we'll deal with the tickets, the offer that he has today, and you can give him an updated offer on the other 4 tickets.
I don't have an objection.
All right. This is the last time, Mr. Greer. I'm going to give you a pre-trial date on the SX 4365059 counts 1 and counts 2, and the SP 5799402, count 1 and count 2. I'm going to give you a pretrial date on those tickets. And pretrial is going to be 9/9. I'm sending a note to the abstract clerk for the speeding ticket that's on there. The offer was failure to display, a 1 to 5, and improper equipment on the rest of this stuff. And then we will leave that offer open. Come back. If you don't have a valid license, you're not going to get another chance anyway. You're going to come back, either take the deal or that's it. But hopefully that gets you a valid license and improper equipment.
Go right ahead.
Officers that did not show, we'll dismiss those cases today and come back on a pretrial date for 9/9/2024. And please don't come back in here with the mindset of this is frivolous stuff. All right. Because I don't think anybody but you thinks it's frivolous. All right. All right, officers, Reed, Ely, Alvarado, Wayford, Harris, Dunn, Corporal Bennett. Be safe out there. Have a very good day, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good one.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Mr. Greer, you be safe out there. Come back on September 9th. Wait 48 to 72 hours from the day and reapproach the Secretary of State. See if they'll give you a license.
All right.
All right. Have a good day.
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
Yeah, have a good one. Thank you. Okay. All right. Now let's go back on the record. Lastly, with Mr. Clyde Lynch. All right. I got an email, and I'm going to forward this to you as well. This Mason. This one was for the City of Detroit Law Department Freedom of Information request. And this is he wants the body cam, and then I believe this is requesting the necessary body cam stuff. Okay, so that one I'm going to forward this to you, Ms. Mason, and who else needs a copy? I'll forward a copy to Mr. Wilkie as well. For some reason, I don't have your email address is not found. Mr. Wilkie.
You can, your clerk has it, but you can send it to sarokilaw@gmail.com.
Saroki, SAROKI law, right?
Yes.
LAW@gmail.com. Very well. There it is. Now I have to put it all the way in. So I'm gonna forward you that. Now, this is another document that he sent me. This is the travels, U.S. Supreme Court travel rulings. Motion to set aside default. It says it says to me, The case number is SB 15379-421 and SB 155-47541. To whom the dear Judge Sean B. Perkins, and to whom it may concern, the burden of truth is on me, or then it will just be my word against others' words. I, Clyde Darrell Lynch, always traveling, Supreme Court rulings on travel, along with being put in ransom for illegal profit gains against my federal freedoms / liberties and / or etc., as it is proven below, and an unnecessary burden of cash out of my pocket, etc. For what? Question mark. I do not have gold or silver to pay this debt and / or a promissory note. Driver, one employee in conducting a coach, carriage, wagon, or other vehicle with horses, mules, or other animals. Driving, I know everybody's looking at me like, what are you saying? Driving, operating in commerce, hire / profit. Mulberry versus Madison, an 1803 case. They weren't even cars on the road. All laws which are repugnant to the Constitution are null and void. Now here's what I'm talking about. Here's what the court is talking about right here. I figured he was going to bring this up because all Mr. Lynch did was he went on the Google search and searched basically, I don't know exactly the terminology, but he put driving, don't need to drive without a license. And all of these same cases come up. And this one case really bothers me because that's why I asked Mr. Lynch, did he read the cases? Are you familiar with your Black history, Mr. Lynch? Is he on mute?
Yeah. He writes that up.
I wish he was too.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you familiar with your Black history?
Okay, is the paper that you're reading is the one that's saying titled Supreme Court ruling and U.S. Constitution?
Yes.
Okay, that's not updated, but the other ones I sent, those are the ones that's relevant. The one that say Law Depot, it's like 6 pages, but the last 3 is the affidavit and the FOIA paper. You already seen that for the dash cam, etc. But the Law Depot, the first 3 pages is just the website information telling you how to do it. I actually went to school for criminal justice and private investigator, but I didn't finish because I got kicked out for no necessary reason. I've been fighting that ever since. But I actually went to school for business management and law, but I didn't finish. So
I see.
So technically, but I went to a Morris facility and learned the Constitution and everything. So that's put all that together. That's what I'm involved in right now. So
okay. So let's just discuss. Let's just take it down. Break it down. What I asked you was, you provide me documentation to show proof that the Supreme Court says that you don't need a driver's license to drive a vehicle, right?
Your Honor.
I'm asking you a yes or no question.
Okay, all I want to say, that Supreme Court paper, you can forget about that. That Law Depot paper is what I've been working on, and I'm still trying to figure out how to go through the court cases all the way to the Supreme Court. So I'm studying and learning how to do that, to do this, to take care of Dearborn, because Dearborn is the one that got me in limbo right now.
But what I'm saying is, no, I don't need to see any Law Depot. I don't see any Law Depot. I asked you a question earlier. I said, I hope that you're bringing these the stuff that you're. Wait a minute. I asked you a question, and I said I hope that you are you're sending me these papers and these cases and in support of you not having to drive with a license And I hope that you've read the cases that you're using in support of what your belief of the law is and the Constitution and stuff. And I get this, and I've done it. You're not the first person that's done it. And the reason why I asked you, are you familiar with your African-American history, particularly the civil rights movement, is because you have submitted a case, Shuttlesworth versus the city of Birmingham. And you submitted this case in support of you not having to drive with a license. And it's kind of like throwing mud in Reverend Shuttlesworth's case, because Mr. Shuttlesworth, I'm sure he was a reverend. I'm sure that Mr. Shuttlesworth had a valid license and doesn't believe what you're trying to use this case law for. I wish you would have taken time to read what Reverend Shuttlesworth had to go through on this day, on April 12th, 1963, when he's trying to fight for our civil rights. Because I think if you would have read it, you would have seen that most of what you have put in here and all the cases that you have put in here are complete. A Shuttlesworth has nothing to do with what you're talking about. And the other case,
I understand that there's, like I stated, Your Honor, that paper is not updated. That right there, I supposed to took that out. That the Shuttleworth and through the Alabama, no, not Alabama. I supposed to have taken that out.
You're supposed to take all this stuff out because none of this stuff has anything to do with what you're talking about. None of it.
You read
actually, some of the cases are directly opposite, and they say that you have to have a valid license. The one with the wagon and the coach, what was that guy? He's in 1903. I forget the case. He's driving a coach. He's got a car in 1903. He's got a car in 1903. He had big money. And he's driving his car up this dirt road and he's speeding. And they give him a ticket. And they say, not that he doesn't have not to have a license. They just wanted to automatically revoke his license because he had a license without a hearing. And he's saying, you can't do that. I have to have a hearing before you're able to take my license from me. So he's not even saying what you say he's saying. So this stuff is
in Birmingham. I supposed to have took that out. Like I stated, I haven't updated that.
Well, you know something, I wish you would read this stuff before you even put it in this document, because that's what you're supposed to do. I can hold you in contempt for filing filing this irrelevant stuff.
Do you get the law depot document 3?
I got the law depot document.
Okay, but basically that sums it up right there. That, like I said, that's not even updated paperwork. I sent that by mistake. That's why I sent the FRA paper. But that right there, I'm supposed to update that. But the law depot 3 document is 6 pages. The first 3 just tell you how to do the affidavit, which I forgot to do, but that refreshed my memory. And the last 3 pages is my court papers.
You know, I'm gonna tell you this. Everybody that's coming here with this, they didn't win. I'm gonna say that first, right? And then some of the people agreed me and went to the Virginia Commission on me, and they quoted the same stuff, and guess what happened? They didn't win either. This stuff is nonsense. Stuff is nonsense. I'm waiting for you to tell me which court case applies, because you have Shuttlesworth in here, and that absolutely doesn't apply. So what you're saying, I would like to just one court case, just show me one out of all this stuff that you've given me, one court case that you said applies.
Well, like I stated, Your Honor, that little paper always get people upset. I send that one, but it hasn't been updated.
But you shouldn't send stuff that hasn't been updated to the court. But I'm just asking you one case. Tell me one case out of the stuff that you sent me that says it applies to you and your position of you not having have to have a driver's license.
The Law Depot document 3. That's what I send in.
I know, and you're saying I'm asking you out of this Law Depot document 3. You have Howlett versus Rose, Boyd versus United States, Murdoch versus Penn, Owens versus Independence, People versus Bottle Traffic. You have another, constitutional articles. Tell me one of these cases that applies to your position that you don't have to have a valid driver's license to drive on the road. Give me one. Howlett versus Rose. Federal Supreme Court case applied to state court cases. My traveling documents, Supreme Court rulings, and the United States Constitution of travel is in this attachment and others not included have been stolen, sold, or to legally share. I don't know. Let's go with Howlett versus Rose. Let's see what that says. I got a few more minutes before I have to send everybody to lunch. But I just want to know. I just want you to see how ridiculous this sounds. Let's go to the Law Depot document.
Yeah, if I may speak,
you may.
You want to proceed?
You have to speak up loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. Procedurally, do you want to give him a court-appointed attorney, and we come back?
You know something? I don't want to waste the resources on the court because Mr. Lynch is probably going to present this to the court-appointed attorney. I can ask him whether he wants to, but if he presents this stuff to the court-appointed attorney, then they're probably going to come down on the same.
I can go into court records and find cases where the case was dismissed with the same issues I'm in. I will find a case and I will present it to you.
And he did indicate he was having a problem retaining counsel because they wouldn't accept his paperwork. So
yeah, I see why. Howlett versus Rose. Rose was a case in which high school students sued the school board after his car was searched on school grounds and he was suspended from school. He sued under 42 USC 1983, which creates a remedy for violations of federal rights committed by persons acting under the color of state law. The student claimed he was suspended without due process because his car was searched in violation of the 4th and 14th Amendment. The court dismissed the complaint against the school board for lack of jurisdiction. Where does that say you don't have to have a valid license? Mr. Lynch, where does that say you don't have to have a valid license?
Your Honor, I will get up-to-date cases where court cases will dismiss with my same issue. I will get the court the up-to-date 2020 to 2024.
I believe it's a waste of time. What are we, 2 days of 8 times after trial?
Yes, sir. Do you want to take testimony right quick?
Do you want a trial, sir, or what do you want? I'm not. So you want a trial? We can take testimony now, or you can take the deal. You know, this stuff that he's talking about that he's presenting to the court, yeah, I think it's a waste of time.
I go to trial.
Your Honor, he did make a FOIA request for the video and those things. I think they should be presented before he goes to trial.
Yeah, I'll give him that. He did. All right, he did. Let's give him. I sent you the FOIA request, Ms. Mason. He's written in there. You know, he's got the case numbers down and stuff. You know, let's get him the documentation that he's asking for, if it exists. And then let's go from there, okay?
Okay, very good, Your Honor.
All right, let's set up pre-trial date. Come back September the 9th, 2024 at 8:30. Please don't waste the court's time with, I hope you, first of all, 8:30, September 9th. I hope you read and review whatever you see on September 9th. I hope you read and review whatever you submit to the court, purporting what you feel is supposed to be. And I hope it has at least some relevance to what we're talking about today, because the cases that I just read back to you have absolutely no relevance.
And procedurally, Your Honor, how are we to get the video to him?
He got an email address. I forwarded you a copy of that. It's in his email address. So I guess he should be able to, you should be able to forward that to him in an email.
It probably be too large. I just pick it up. I come down, pick it up.
Well, you're not going to be able to pick up unless they have a disc or something. You're not going to be able to just pick up. I don't know.
Can I just confirm your email address, Mr. Lynch, just for record? Is it c.darrell, DARNEL, Lynch, LYNCH 121 at yahoo.com?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
All right, so she'll get you that in an email, okay?
Yes.
All right, we'll come back on September the 9th, 2024 at 8:30. If there's nothing further, Mr. Lynch, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
You too. Thank you.
All right, that'll conclude the morning.